Hello, internet friends. Happy Saturday. Thank you so much for spending part of your geekend with us. It's Saturday night. We are playing Call of Cthulhu Down Darker Trails here on Quests and Chaos. And I just want to start by giving a quick shout out to our friends at Rime of the Frost Maiden, who are putting on a really fun game every to open us up every Saturday afternoon. I stopped in and watched the first hour or so till it got to combat. They were fighting a moose or something. I don't know.
Man, that's no joke.
Wasn't even Vorpal.
It was an awakened moose that's been told to attack 10 towers.
So basically, it's a spiritual moose. He's been awakened, bro.
The greater abyssal dire moose.
Yeah, that's the moose I'm waiting for.
Is the enlightened awakened moose?
But
the moose we deserve. Yes.
A really fun show, and James runs a fun table. I just I would watch James GM just about anything. I really enjoy it. It is Saturday night, and we have a few quick announcements to get through, and then we're throwing, I'm going to say it, the largest curveball in Quests and Chaos history. So prepare yourself emotionally for a sea change that is coming. I want to start to prepare people, because we are pulling the rug out from under everything you understand about Quests and Chaos in about 5 minutes. So be ready.
So this is a one shot that only lasts one day.
That's right. Yeah. Well, apparently you're going to be the decider of that. So, a few quick announcements. First, always, primus inter pares, our friends at Birds of Paradise, the official dice of the Great Dane Society. I roll them. You should too. You can get your Birds of Paradise on their website. I'm guessing birdsofparadise.us. You can find all of your needs there. If you go and use our code, probably chaotic, you can get a chunk of change off of your order, and it's almost like free shipping at that point. So and I seem to recall Andrea said there are some new designs that are popping up soon, which is pretty exciting. Some new Arizona dice. So that's going to be cool. So Birds of Paradise, get them. Our friends at Nord Games are awesome. They make stuff so you can play D&D without giving wizards money. And that should be your goal in all things. Nord Games, you use our code, you get some money off, you save yourself some change. And best of all, you tell Mike Mercer to blow chunks. That is
Mike
Merle. Mike Merle.
Yeah. Whoa, that was, wow.
You combined Mike
all those
Merle
white guys
and
look
Mercer.
alike at a certain point. That's... Nord Games, we love them. A few cool announcements. We are, you've probably heard about it in our other shows, we are big supporters of a game, a card game on Kickstarter, Prosperity. It's on Kickstarter now. It's a fun little game about making, it's a set collection game about brewing the perfect cup of tea. Prosperity, it's on Kickstarter right now. Check it out. I have played a demo of it long ago when it was still being prototyped, and it was a really fun little set collection game. Got a couple of neat mechanics. I love that they're putting bags of tea in the box. There was a game about coffee that did that, and every time you opened the box, it smelled like coffee. That was they put a couple coffee beans in when they packed the game, and so every time you open the box, you got that waft of coffee. Viva Java, I think that game was called. But Prosperity, look for it on Kickstarter. I believe I checked today; it has already funded. So now you're just knocking off Kickstarter goals. Get it high enough, and probably everybody gets their own china. You get your own tea set or something.
Oh, I was like, what China?
Yeah.
Porcelain. Fine. I'll just say it that way. And in honor of Prosperity, correct me if I'm wrong here, Thomas, but we're going to be giving away tea tonight. So
yes.
So as at the break, it's going to be #chaos for caffeine. It's caffeine for it's chaotic caffeine. Caffeinated chaos. I like that. So at the break, it's caffeinated chaos. You can win yourself some tea. that prosperity. We have the newsletter, which you should already just be reading because there's all sorts of exciting stuff in it. And the Baroness, our patron saint, has done yeoman work getting the newsletter moving, and she's got a column on there now and all this. We've got big news coming up in the newsletter. This is not the earth-shattering change that is coming. That's still coming. I'm going to tell you right now, I could not oversell the news that is about to happen then. I might have to walk away. I might need a moment. But the newsletter is going to have big news about our friends at Rime of the Frost Maiden. Could it be sequel? I don't know. Could they have found maybe more Frost Maidens? Could we have finally gotten the budget for multiple maidens?
Oh my God, yes. Is there a Frost Maiden Dragons?
Oh my God, episode? There you go. I mean, never ask a dragon if they're a maiden. That is a very, very impolite question to ask. So if you're not signed up for our newsletter, get signed up now. It is where you get what passes for news here at Quests and Chaos first. And tomorrow, Thomas is going to be running the guild, our Patreons. Oh, yeah. Sorry. That's right. Spike is going to be doing it. Spike is going to be running some of our Patreons through a guild of 5Es. And I'm really interested. This is not going to be streamed. So this is just a one-off experience for our Patreons. You can join our Patreon. I'm sure there's a link showing up in there now. You can join our Patreon, be part of the Guild of the 5Es, and be part of games like this. And if Spike's doing it, there's going to be some insane set pieces. There will also be a fight that takes 2.5 hours. But it's going to, and music that the 40th time you've heard it, you're really starting to get tired of. But it's going to be an awesome game. Spike runs a heck of a table. He sat in for one session here and did amazing. It's going to be awesome. So keep it going. And now, friends, I want you all to sit down. I want you to pull a chair close up to the radio. And I want you to take a deep breath in and a relaxing, healing breath out. There are some big changes coming at Quests and Chaos tonight. And it's, when a door closes, a window opens, or however that saying goes. So, friends, tonight, we finally realized Amy does not know how to do math. It's taken us, 12 episodes now. And so, whilst you might see her doing some remedial studying during this session, is there like a Duolingo for math? Is algebra a language in Duolingo? Maybe that's the problem. That was how Amy's studying was going and was not going well.
But I know German.
It's time to introduce you to America's 7th favorite segment. Thomas Does Math.
Hey, well, thank you, everybody. I'm really honored to be nominated for this position. Running is all the reward that one needs, although we hope we can win and get over the finish line because the other side is terrible. They're amazing, actually, but
what are you talking about?
Anyway, I have to shout out Alpha Pup 1 for subscribing for 22 months in a row. That
nice.
Is
oh my goodness.
Nice.
I got the email yesterday. I was like, maybe I should do that sometime.
Wow.
Actually, I think I got the email on Tuesday, but whatever.
I'm just impressed you actually watch this stuff, Amy. That's
all right. So we have some bits to announce, and the first set of bits is coming from J Matthews 85.
Oh, my
500 bits to
my
Ezra.
Second favorite Twitch user. I forget my own bits at this point. Jeez.
Because this is going to surely be a nice, relaxing evening where nothing bad will happen.
Okay.
Yeah, got it all out.
Wait, is that a conditional?
Yes.
Do I only get the bits?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Yes, it is.
Next up is Tamago Tora with 500 bits to the party because bad decisions are the best decisions.
They're also the only decisions that we can seem to make.
Indeed.
Well, there's either bad, worse, or worser.
Or English.
So Duolingo, as I was saying, is
it took me a week to make sure that I said that wrong.
He had to script it out. It's
Yeah.
actually on a monitor.
you have a teleprompter.
I actually worked with somebody who would say more worser all the time. I'm just like, it's worst. It's worst. It's like, no, but it's more worser. I'm like, okay.
Worsiest.
middle one,
Yes.
Worsiest.
That is grounds for stabbing someone. I hope you know
Yeah.
that.
I'm like, how did you not like just hit this person until they stopped?
Yes.
HR.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, that's the answer. Yeah.
You're the worst. You're the
Cal
We-
OSHA, I think. That's
We then have, so that's 500 to Ezra, 500 to the players.
Oh,
We
thank
then
you.
have Snatched Rudely. We then have another 500 to Ezra. Hoping we can get some more Sand and Mythos rolls going. That's from Tamago Tora.
Oh man, you know, Tamaga Tora might be my third favorite Twitch user now. I don't know. He seems to be.
Moving up in the
I don't know
rankings
about his
there.
50-50 stuff he does all the time, but
So we have two giveaways tonight. One is the tea, again, providing that it arrives at some point. That we will then ship out to a lucky winner in the U.S. only. However, J Matthews 85 is going to sponsor a giveaway tonight of a Down Darker Trails PDF
nice.
because I believe
Thing.
we can send PDFs anywhere.
Yeah.
Thomas doesn't do
Well-
internet, but he does math.
You know what? I mean, there are some controlled countries out there, so let's be mindful.
If you can
Can't
hear our
ship it
voice, you
everywhere.
can probably get a PDF.
Exactly.
PDF. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so J Matthews 85 is going to sponsor a PDF of the Down Darker Trails rule book
Outstanding.
for somebody
Thank you,
tonight. So
buddy.
we'll do that giveaway. Probably when we get hit with a raid.
All right, there you
Sounds
go.
like
We'll
a
do
perfect
that. I
opportunity
like it.
for
We'll
that.
do that when we get a raid. That sounds good.
And one more announcement I would like to throw out there is that we now have 3 different songs that have been composed just for Quest and Chaos that you may hear in the background now, but we've got some traveling music, we've got some combat music, we've got some
Explosion music?
fancy music.
We should have
Fancy-
explosion music.
what fancy music?
Yeah, well, it's
Anticipate
Put
us
your
being fancy.
Yeah, for your
Ballroom
tail and
dancing?
ties.
What is-
it's what's playing now. It's a little.
I can't hear it.
It's a little.
Yeah, I don't
light.
hear any music.
None of us can hear it. That's the
I
thing.
see.
Only,
Okay.
only the people.
So I should be wearing it. Should I get my cowboy hat?
This one is the other music.
So there's 4.
Well, this is the fancy music.
3.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, so I'm gonna bring it back down, so it's just in the background a little bit.
Did you just have it up
You know.
loud enough that it was drowning your voice out or something?
I hope
Maybe.
so. I mean,
All right,
I'm
but
sorry.
I am a big fan of our QNC Light Travel Full. Which is
there we
name of it.
go.
That's
Yeah.
actually a great mug name.
Especially if it has the underscores throughout, because I would
Coming soon on
totally get that.
Kickstarter, the QNC Travel Light Full. All right, well that's interesting. So I think
Did we
that does
finish
it for
the
now.
bit?
Yes, that's it. That's
Okay,
it.
I was like, I
it's
don't know,
just
you
3
just-
bits.
Wandered off into no man's
Do we have four left
Yes.
over?
Yeah, you have 4 from last time, and
So
and
that's-
those. So you know, oftentimes when Jay Matthews or when the Baroness or somebody gives bits, we talk about old TV. I want to talk briefly about newer TV because I made the mistake last week, largely because of Rachel. We had watched this. It's like if Law and Order and Columbo had a really awful child.
Uh-oh.
There's an English show called Vera.
Yes.
And
I know.
Vera
Oh.
is played by Oscar winner Brenda Blethyn. In what can, like, you can see her cashing the check as the show is going on. But it is a terrible, like, version of that
Okay.
Law and Order, like, walk to a place, talk to a guy, and then wait, we just got more information. And, you know, but she is playing Columbo. And it's like every time she goes, there's just one more thing, love. It's and like the funny part is the one we watched was like one of the first ones, and they were still figuring it out. And Vera is just a jerk. She's like yelling at the people that she manages, and she's like corralling witnesses, and like, I don't understand the English legal system, but according to Vera, just about anything goes. Like, there are no rules about entrapment, or you can just like, there are no lawyers present at any point. It's a much simpler, beautiful legal system, I guess. All right, friends, we are far afield. Follow us down darker trails. All right, welcome back, internet friends. We left. So last episode, pretty much they spent almost all of it in a cave. You started out in the forest and decided that you didn't want to deal with whatever was in the forest. And so you headed up to the source of Blackwater Creek, and you found a cave there. And inside that cave, you found all sorts of horrors that impacted many of you in very different ways, both mentally and physically. And you are starting to realize that there's, to use a phrase, there's something in the water. And the water of Blackwater Creek is not good. And two of you have now progressed through levels of corruption, which is the technical term, into a very dangerous area, and it has impacted you in various ways, both physically and mentally. And you found the mother of the womb that was an awful collection of some sort of weird internal organs and gross stuff in the wall, which you have started to realize you have to do something about. It is the source of the corruption that is causing all of the problems here. And you are, Jared has worked out how to kind of rig dynamite throughout this cave to blow it up so that hopefully it will stop the flow of this water, potentially drying out this poor town, but that's secondary. And
they still have well water. Hold on.
Yeah, that's
Hold
true.
on.
That's true.
Yeah.
And trapping this horror in this cave. So when we ended, Jared was starting to use the dynamite.
We ended, and Elias was hanging off of a rope in front of the cave to take the shot at the primer.
Okay, yeah, I like it. That's right, your trick shot. That's right, your trick shot. And so, and Jared, you're basically gonna run and jump out of this cave, right?
Oh no, I'm not in it. Oh no,
you climbed out.
I'm helping to lower him down and be like, don't screw this up. No, I'm...
All right, so it's all. So right now, everyone else is who is up at the top and who is down with the horses.
The horses.
So Abe and Jonesy are with the horses. Susanna and Jared are holding the rope steady so that Elias can hit the trick shot. Okay. Elias, roll some dice.
All right, I'd like to aim.
Yeah, you get a bonus die to this, sure.
Okay. All right. So slowly watching as everything kind of moves. Sighted in.
Don't screw this up.
Oh, yeah.
14.
That is an excellent roll. All right, so make me a luck roll with a bonus die. Because a lot of stuff is about to shoot out the mouth of this cave, and let's see how quickly they can pull you up.
Not quick enough. That is a 59 out of 39.
All right, so
Do we feel this is a life and death scenario for one, if not more characters that we need to
Yeah.
make?
He'll just be horribly scarred.
yeah, I
Look,
mean, he's
we
probably
already
not
have-
going to die.
We already have 2 members who are not going to win any beauty contests. Why don't we try to avoid there being a third?
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right, so there
This is
you are
back to
using
smile.
inspiration to re-roll that.
Still with the bonus die?
Yeah.
3.
There you go. All right, so
Yes.
you line up the shot, and the force of the shot actually sends you to the side of the cave, and they start pulling you up. Coming out of the cave, there is a large explosion. Coming out of the cave is a gout of awful black water that would have, splashed all over you, and rock and stone, which probably would have not been great. It comes shooting out. There is some collapse. So both Susanna and Jared, make me dexterity rolls as the ground is shifting.
Critical.
There you go. Who are you and what have you done with Nick?
7 out of 80.
There we go. All right. So you both managed to keep your feet and keep Elias from sliding down the mountain, and you pull him up. You feel like this cave has settled a little bit, and you can, if you Abe and Jonesy, you can clearly see. Let's see here. You can clearly see that the flow of water very quickly slows to a trickle. And yeah, the front of the cave is crashed. All right, Abe and Jonesy. So it's gonna be some time before Susanna, Jared, and Abe can get down. You are both of you make me spot hidden rolls.
Oh yeah, 7. That's a critical success for me.
Oof.
Is that 3
I made it.
in a
You guys are
row?
starting off hot.
I made
So,
it.
you both are aware that the horses are super unhappy right now.
Yeah.
Being so close to explosions. But then you see the other reason they're super unhappy, as rising out of the water is a black humanoid figure that takes the shape of a person, made of this black sludgy water with those little white flecks that I don't think Jonesy you've seen, but Abe, you've not really seen these white flecks that much. The white flecks are running all up and down this thing, and you feel more than hear, Abe and Jonesy, a voice say, we are Abigail Rhodes, and we are, oh crap, what is his name? And we are,
Nick Rhodes.
Yeah.
no, not Nick Rhodes.
Oh, I
Um,
wonder what happened to him.
and we are Brendan Carmody. And we are the mother of the womb. And we are this valley.
Shoot the pool.
Yeah, you guys got this. You can go for it. Go for it.
And the figure is not that, like, the figure just thinks that at you and then is still kind of forming, bubbling up.
Okay.
You got an odd 7 on the spot hidden roll, so I'll give you The horses have gone crazy calm all of a sudden.
So I'm going to take a cue from the horses and also be crazy calm. Like I'm just standing there, hand by my gun, and
I want
just
to call the next episode, I'm going to take a cue from the horses.
Yeah.
And trying, you know how like when you're like, just calm down, just breathe,
Yes.
just breathe,
Yes,
that
breathe,
you're so
breathe,
focused
breathe.
on trying to breathe normal that you're almost making yourself choke. I'm like, you're doing that.
All right.
Does my face react to this or anything like that? Because I've got
Not
this.
yet.
Other than
Yeah. Well, yeah. More like
So Jared, Susanna, and Elias, there is all sorts of noise and still like, small rock falls going off and that sort of thing after the tremendous boom. Somehow Elias is not deafened when thanks to that great roll of getting him up there. You are pulling him up. You can't really see what's going on down there. Elias, make me a spot hidden roll.
Nope. Well, actually, no.
You really took us in a journey there.
Yeah.
It was close.
All right,
Very
so
close.
you are so focused on pull me up that you are not looking down at the pool.
Okay.
So you don't notice what's going on down there.
You did it, Elias! Amazing job! We did it!
We can go home.
Yeah! High five, everyone!
Nothing bad will ever happen again.
Abe and Jonesy, the figure steps out of the pool and is and its head kind of cocks in a very human gesture. We understand some of you have already felt the gifts of our mother. We bring gifts for all. And the thing is starting to raise its arms.
I look at my horse and I'm just like, let's get out of here.
So you look at your horse. That horse's eyes are black.
Oh shit.
All right. So no, we do not need these gifts.
Oh, I gave the horses the whiskey.
Did you really?
No.
Out of character. I was like, did you really? Because you should do that.
I have a revolver.
I'm gonna drop the reins and just start backing up. Like that's my thing.
So backing up would be towards the horrible black figure.
How does
There's the creek, there's the horses, and so you can back this way, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want anything to do with either of that situation.
Sure.
Now, do I know the names? I mean, Carmody, I know the name.
So Abigail Rhodes was one of the two people that came from the Master's Village.
Got it. Okay, yeah, I was going to say, I thought so, but No, I'm of the mind this thing is trying to trick us by giving us names of people that we even know, but this is nothing that I know. I'm going to shoot it.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
Roll your revolver. Elias, Susanna, and Jared can roll a listen roll. Elias, I'll give you a bonus die since you are still on the mountain.
Not that far away from the
We're really not that far away for a gunshot sound.
No,
A fumble. Yeah, but this is to figure out where it is.
I fumbled.
All right, you fumbled the shot.
96.
2.
All right, yeah, Elias, you hear a gunshot and you look down and you see Jonesy pull out. Actually, you don't hear a gunshot, but you rolled an ought 2. You hear the horrible click of a misfire as a jam, as the hammer comes down and the bullet does not do anything. And there's like a bunk. And you see this black figure.
Jared's problems. I'm gonna.
He's like yanking on the rope at this point. Go fast, pull faster, pull faster.
Is that the tug?
So I'm
What?
assuming that it's tied around me. I'm gonna, I need to chamber around and.
All right, yeah, you can take a shot. This will be an impressive shot. But yeah, you can totally do that. All right, I you know what? I'm going to take.
How far do you think it is before I'm up? Like, do I think that I'm close to being up?
You're probably 2 rounds away from being up.
Oh yeah, okay.
All right, I'm going to take us into initiatives, and I'm going to make up some initiative for this horrible thing because it's not in the module. All right. So, Elias, you have a readied firearm, and Jonesy, Jonesy does not have a.
God, I thought I could fix guns.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Jared tried to do
usually
that
that's
with-
I'm in a shop and I
Yeah.
can,
But
you can certainly try and unjam it. Yeah, that can be, but it's not a readied firearm
Yes.
in that regard.
yes.
So I think Elias has the only readied firearm ready to go. So you're plus, so Elias, you are plus 50 to your dex.
Yep. Okay.
So what does that be? 120?
Yes.
All right. So on a 150, this thing that just said we bring gifts for all just spews black water all over everything. So Abe and Jonesy, make me dex rolls.
Oh no. The hell's my dex
I
now?
think-
Okay, I've got it. So you guys took all the things. I got a 99. You guys took all the good
Nice.
rolls. You guys took
Oh my
all the good
God.
rolls.
All right.
And I even changed
Close
dice.
your mouth, Jonesy.
So
Jonesy, like,
we
after the
have
jam,
bits.
Jonesy's like, huh.
Huh.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
like-
that is terrible and unfortunate for both of you.
What are you gonna do, Thomas? What were you gonna spend bits?
we have bits. Can we use them on fumbles?
You can't
use them on
redo a
fumble.
fumble,
Nat
but
one, but
Abe,
we
I
could
guess,
put-
didn't fumble.
Yeah.
Put on
I
Abe.
didn't fumble. I got a 78, which isn't a fumble, but it ain't passing. It's not a passing grade.
Let's
I
do
mean,
it.
we
What
call
are
them
the-
Amy's for a reason.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you
All
guys.
right, here's your chance for an Amy or an Emma.
Sorry, Jonesy, that we can't also use it.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I made it by 4. I was expecting that to be like, 94. Fuck this shit.
All right, Jonesy. Oh, you take 10 points of damage. As
okay.
So the water, like, what ends up happening is you take the good with the bad. You actually don't get that much water on you. Instead, you are covered in those little white flakes, and you feel like they are eating you alive. This 10 points of damage is from thousands of tiny micro, bites that don't even like show up. Like, you're not even bleeding, but you just feel pain through every nerve ending in your body. And you are covered in these white little bits. Make me a make me a first aid roll, Jonesy. Let's see if
No.
all right,
am-
yeah. So yeah, that's what you get out of this. All right, that was 150. So 120, I think, is Thomas your rifle.
All right. 28. That is a hard success.
Okay, roll your
Well,
damage.
Wait.
Hmm.
It is not a hard success. It's a regular success.
All right. Welcome to Thomas Does Math Part 2. Electric Boogaloo. Abe, you notice when you dodge out of the way of this stuff, the horses don't move, and they just get water splashes over them.
Okay.
So roll your damage.
We don't get to keep horses for very long, do we?
12 points of damage.
All right. So, Jonesy and Abe, you both see a rifle bullet from above enter like right at the shoulder blade of this thing. And there's a moment where like where the water just sort of carves, and there you like see the water parting around the force of the bullet, and where it hit, like that shoulder like hangs farther off, and so I don't want to give you the impression that like it does no damage, but it you know, this is not a solid being.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that happens, and the thing looks up,
Oh boy.
and all right, that was 120s, 80s. So Susanna and Jared, you can make me strength rolls on your initiatives to try and pull harder, as you have now clearly gotten the sense that there is something bad going on.
Yeah, I would like to do that, to start trying to haul him up a little bit faster so he can get the heck down there.
Sure. So if you both get a success this round, every success, it's going to take 2 rounds minus successes.
Okay, I got a 68, so out of 81, that is a regular success.
Okay. Jared, go ahead and do yours while we're here.
Regular success.
All right, so he will be up next round. Then you can start climbing down, or you could slide down.
Well, because
our butts and go.
Alarm anyone, but
all right.
This what we're staying on should be stable.
I
you know, it's among the more stable things here. All right, that was 80s, 70s, Jonesy.
So for my turn, I am going to say, Mr. Jenkins, I believe you need to help me now. I'm going to see if I can get Jenkins to come back and do something. I mean, this is more than my brain can deal with right now, and I'm hoping Brown Jenkins.
Okay. Make me a POW roll.
Do I hear her say Mr. Jenkins? Like, do I hear this exchange?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh,
and while Jonesy's doing that, I want to thank our favorite tongue twister, the Shropshire Slayer. Slasher. Whoops, I said it wrong. The Shropshire Slasher.
You got the important part right. You got the Shropshire.
Let's try that with a lisp. The Shropshire Slasher.
But that's no fun.
That is 500 bits for Ezra and 500 bits for the players. Thank you.
Very kind. Very kind.
Very much.
Sorry, sorry if you're a Vera fan, Shropshire Slasher. Jonesy, how'd that roll go?
I rolled a 39, which was just enough.
All right. Abe, make me a sanity roll.
Yep. Waiting for that. What's a 33? Oh, so I missed it by 2. Not
all right,
bad.
so
still fucked up.
You notice, so you hear Jonesy say something like, Mr. Jenkins, what? And you look back, and you are horrified to see that there is some sort of little brown furry creature just gnawing on her ankle.
Oh my god. When do I get to go yet?
What's your initiative?
50.
All right, so we'll get to you.
Okay.
So you and Abe, as you watch, the horrible little brown thing looks up at Susanna, and it has at Jonesy, sorry. Yeah. And it has a human face. And you lose the 2 sanity. And it looks up at you, and you clearly hear a kind of a thin, lower tone voice. We've got to stop meeting like this.
That's the player laughing, not my character.
I'm tired of the Blackwater Creek in your blood. All right.
Help me get out of here.
What'd you say?
Then help me get out of here.
No problem. And you see something you never thought you'd see in your life, Abe. You see a rat snap. Jenkins goes, and Jonesy is gone.
Damn it. Okay.
All right, that other 70s. I think it's down to you, Abe.
So because all that happened, I'm gonna pull my gun and do something. I'm gonna shoot where Jonesy was and just do like.
All right, yeah, sure, go ahead. As a matter of fact, for dramatic purposes, like Jonesy is kind of wavering transparently, and so you shoot, and like the bullet goes right through.
Okay, 51. So I officially miss, but
all right, well, no, you would have hit,
yeah.
But Jonesy is no longer there.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know which is the two of the worst evils, but like that's the last evil, so that's the one I'm freaking out on.
That's the last. That is not the last evil. Let me just.
I mean, the last evil before I go again. Before I have more evil to react.
The last evil before I go again. That might not even be true.
But it's a good title.
All right, we're back to the top of the lineup, and the horrible water beast just repeats like, we bring gifts for all. And as he says that, your horses start convulsing. And yeah, your horses start convulsing. Abe will notice that. And Elias, one load your rifle, right? Is that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's this round. You're reloading.
It's got 16 in the mag, so.
Oh well, then you're good. Yeah. Take a shot.
Or in the tubular magazine, as the case may be. Yeah, regular success.
All right, roll your damage.
10 points of damage.
Blam. All right. So this time it's like in the neck, and what you would think of as this thing's head kind of lolls at a weird angle as part of the water that was there is just gone, and it
reforming at all?
It does not seem like it. No.
Okay. Shoot it. Abe, shoot the water thing.
I'm
busy shooting Jonesy.
Also run.
Shoot and run. All right. That is that was 120s. 80, Susanna. So this round, you and Jared just pull the rat. He just fired. You pull him up. He tells you
there's a water thing down there. Water creature. We got to finish it off.
Like a fish?
Of course.
No, giant black humanoid killing people. Or
There's
something.
people down there. What?
Our people.
Jonesy's gone.
What?
No, well, would I have seen that, or would that have been around the corner? Or
no, you saw Jonesy disappear. You didn't really see the rat. It was a little far away.
Didn't say
oh wait, you've got Deadeye, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you totally saw there was like some sort of animal around her ankle. Like
yeah, I can tell you later, but a small animal took Jonesy.
That's the title.
Well, that's less worse than Jonesy's gone.
Oh hell, it wasn't a dream. Fuck. All right. Let's get our ropes and get down there.
Yeah.
Right,
no, shoot the thing. Shoot the thing.
So
from up here?
Yeah, okay.
Pistols will not be great from this.
Yeah,
round.
I have a pistol. I didn't bring a rifle up with me.
Shotguns will be even worse.
Okay, I'll stay here.
And the shot, it's a hard, like you're essentially because they pulled you up this way, and so there's like a ledge. So like if you want to shoot, you're like crawling out on the end of the ledge.
Okay.
All right, there we go. All right, Abe, we're back to you at 50.
So so at this point I think I'm probably out of ammo because I just was like freak out firing at that little
you
rat.
loaded a whole clip into where Jonesy was.
Yeah.
All 6 shots.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so wait a minute. Where am I? Shit, I was confused.
So you are horses here.
Yeah.
Creek here. You have gone this way.
Got
So
it.
you're
And where
like in
was
a triangle
Jonesy?
away from them.
Where was Jonesy?
Jonesy was more towards the horses. Jonesy just turned
Okay.
and fired right by the horses.
Okay, and I don't like the way I see it is that the creek comes out of the wall or out of the
It was
rock.
coming out of the cave.
Yeah, and so I'm assuming there's rock, right? It's a rock wall. Okay, so then I would want to back. I don't want to get cornered. What I'm trying to say is I don't want to get cornered between the creature and the cave, so I want to start backing out the other way.
Yeah, you're going back towards the forest.
Perfect.
But the forest is a long ways away, but that's the direction
I
you're
want to
going.
start backing up and reloading my gun. You know,
Sure.
and
Yeah.
in
Okay.
that fumbly sort of, I don't know what the fuck is happening, you know, fumbly way.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And so I want
Make
to
me a dexterity roll.
Oh, not really my jam here. Oh wait, I can't. Oh no, that's the right dice. Never mind. Ooh, Birds of Paradise. That's what's critical? No, not critical. Hard success.
Perfect. Yeah. So you are stepping backwards with confidence, no like tripping or anything like that, while you load your gun with your eyes on that water thing the whole time.
There's no way if I shot, it would be penalty, right? Or no, I can't.
Well, you're loading this round. So,
okay. All right. Perfect. Yep.
Yeah. All right. The water thing on one, whatever it goes. We cannot hear our mother. Where is our mother? And it makes a gesture towards the horses, and the horses, I think only Abe can see this, which is good for everyone but Abe. All of the horses simultaneously, it's like all their limbs break. They just become rag dolls. And there's this succession of crack, 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 crack sounds as all of the horses fall like shaking, and their bellies start to distend.
Uh-oh. Still moving backwards.
Get to higher ground.
Sure. All right. 80, Susanna. So are you going to start climbing down? You have not seen any of this.
No, sorry, that's the player reacting, not the character. What would I need to do to like get on my butt and start scooting down a little bit faster, more fast than careful?
Oh, sure. So, I mean, the problem is not the climb or the descent; it's the landing.
Sure.
You know, you can easily, I mean, the offer is essentially like you can give up safety to get down faster.
Okay.
Well, let me rephrase that. Potentially give up safety. It's not a guarantee.
Okay. I do want to get down there faster because it sounds like Abe is by himself down there, and that is not a good situation for anyone.
Okay. Make me a
I'm right.
a climb roll.
Climb roll. Okay. Sorry, my Adobe Reader is being stubborn about giving me the actual numbers. 36, regular success.
All right. So yeah, you will be down. You'll be down next round, and you take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
From like your hands using your hands as brakes. But you will be down next round. All right. 70s, Jared.
Yeah, I'll run over, get my rifle, go back to the ledge. Do I have time to take a shot?
Are you gonna? So again, you'll be leaning over the ledge to take the shot. Both you and Elias make me luck rolls.
No.
10.
All right. There's only room for one of you to get a shot.
Well, if he's there, I'm sure I can come around the edge or something somewhere and find a place if I take.
So you want to look? Sure. Yeah. It'll just take time. So you go up there, you see it's taken. So next round you'll make a spot hidden roll. If you make it, you'll find a spot that gets you a shot. Because you're searching for something. All right, 70s. Let's take a brief interlude. Jonesy, you are covered in filth. It seems like all those white things are gone. You are bloody, you are dirty, you are gross, all these things. You are also sitting in the middle of a cafe in Vienna. And sitting in the other chair, propped up like a cat sitting on its butt, is Brown Jenkins. On the table is a collection of pastries, beautiful pastries, little cakes, everything very delicate, and some sort of foamy coffee drink. And Brown Jenkins picks it up. It's so good to be back in the civilized world.
This is a nice dream you have made for me, and I'll take a sip. I'm gonna eat. It's a very nice dream you've made for me here, but my friends, they were fighting the evil black thing, and they were in trouble.
Let me stop you right there. Do your friends have any sort of deal with me? Are they giving me any of that delicious, delicious blood?
No, but they're
well
my
then,
friends.
I think we're done. I got you out of there. That's what you asked for. Who wouldn't want to be in Vienna?
This is...
Hold on. Garçon. More of these. These are wonderful. The waiter does not seem to react as if this is a small rat.
See? This is a dream. I don't have the money to do this. You don't. Do you have the money to do this?
The hell's money? The question is, if it's a dream, do the calories count?
No, there is that. But I'm afraid that while I'm here, wherever we are with you, my friends, they're going to be in trouble. Now, I wanted to... I didn't believe you, but now I do. I believe that you have power. But I want to use it for my friends and for keeping things real, not dreams.
You signed a contract, kid. You give me that delicious, delicious blood. I give you knowledge. Now, I've gone above and beyond that contract. Twice. In one day.
You haven't given me any... You give me some knowledge. I tell you. Latin, yeah. And then a ball, yeah. But then this is not knowledge. This is food.
I taught you a light spell.
Yeah?
And then I did exactly what you asked. You said, get me out of there. I got you out of there.
I said we need... Yeah, okay, yeah. I said we need to get out of here, yeah. Mm.
Well, I wasn't going to let you go to Vienna and not go.
That monkey paw, it twitches.
Mm.
I like how both
I
of
don't
us
care
are
about
like,
monkey
that
paws.
rat's hilarious.
I'm looking at this croissant.
The more I eat here, the more I stay in dreamland.
Again, Vienna. It's in Austria. You're German.
Ja.
Du solltest etwas wissen über wo wir sind.
I'm still eating.
Yeah, so the rat is stuffing his face.
Yeah, I'm...
This is going to go right to my thighs.
But... if we are in the dreamlands...
We are not. Can't be clear. We're in Vienna.
Then why don't people see this?
Let me tell you the secret of polite society. Nobody cares if you've got money. They don't see what I see. All they see is a sucker who's willing to pay them.
You were just saying about money. Ugh. We don't have the money for this. We don't have the things for this. We don't have anything for this. It's a dream. The reality is people are there fighting evil so people will not die. And that's where I want to be.
I mean, we're better than Vienna to have a philosophical discussion about what is evil. Is evil making a deal with a rat that sucks your blood so you can get power? Is that evil?
Not if you use it for good.
Oh, sure. Sure.
Are you agreeing with me? Yeah?
I signed a contract. I'll agree with whatever you say. Just keep giving me that delicious blood.
You were saying it, but didn't taste good last time.
But yeah, we're going to get all that Blackwater stuff out of your blood. Now, come on. I've got a suite at the Four Seasons. Let's get you in a bath, get you cleaned up.
And then I'll be able to help. All right, let's go.
Well, I mean, you can take a train home.
But to get
Your
cleaned up...
accent sounds Hessian. Are you from Frankfurt?
Frankly.
All right, come with me, kid. And he like starts to just pad off into the streets of Vienna. It is a rainy spring. Let's see, it's daytime there, so it's probably like middle of the night there. It's like, 9:30, 10. We can get there before the opera crowd. All right, back to the combat. 50, Abe.
All right, so I'm loaded. Let's kill this thing. I'm not that confident. That's the player saying I'm loaded. Let's kill this thing. I'm still shaky gun. 23. I make it.
All right, roll your damage.
Oh, what do I check? Okay.
Handgun.
And then
1d10 plus 2.
I need
roll like 3 months.
One of those.
Characters.
Oh my god. That's 4 points of damage.
All right, yeah, you take a small part of the hip of this thing out.
What are the horses up to right now?
They are convulsing on the ground with their bellies distended.
Okay, so I'm still, and how far do you think? Because again, this obviously has a range in here somewhere. Don't ask me what it is.
You have not backed out of pistol range yet.
Okay.
But
okay.
Too much more backing and you're going to start making the shot more difficult.
Got it. But also
on the plus side, you'll be far away from exploding horses.
That's also the negotiation piece right there.
If you turn and run, you'll be even further.
I feel that's appropriate.
All right. So on a one very fast, the horrible water creature will dive back into the water, the pool of water at the base of this, and that water and you can, that's what you see. It dives back into the water. Sploosh. When we get Elias on a 120, you see it dive into the water, and you can sort of see when it dives in, like a bunch of those white things kind of float to the surface and sort of stay there.
Do I see, did it become the water, or do I think that it's in the water?
It was the water. That was not a physical being. That was like water walking on, every time you shot it, it was just it was almost like the water was like jello and it kind of just carved through it.
Do I think that the white things were what was holding it together, or was it just magic?
I mean, the white things were the skin of the mother, but so you have no idea what.
I'm going to shoot the pool because
all right, yeah,
it's worked before.
It is an old classic. You guys have done it many times, so you don't even need to roll. You fire a bullet into the water, and it seems like all the other times you fired a bullet into the water, you still can't catch fish that way. All right, that was the 80. Susanna, you are down. You see Abe almost turning tail and running. And you come down to the left of the horses. And so you see your horses in like boneless masses on the ground, their bellies painfully distended.
Okay.
And you don't see Jonesy anywhere.
Okay. I did have a question about the previous round. Would I have taken that point of damage with the armor that I have?
Oh, great point. No, yeah, sure, you use that.
Okay.
And you like grind down. Yeah, no
Just
problem.
let's like lean into that part of the arm that's dead skin, basically. Okay, just wanted to make sure about that because you'd said it was 1 point of armor. Okay. How close am I to the horses at this point?
Closer than you want to be.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that.
You don't see the black figure that or the water, whatever. You don't see whatever Jackson or whatever Elias told you was down here.
Okay. And our saddlebags are still on those horses, aren't they?
They are in a pile of horse.
Great. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to get those out in any sort of safe manner. Jared, deal with it.
They just slop off, right? You just pull them.
They're in a pretzel of horse.
Bag of Jello. Just
pretzel of
slide them
horse.
off.
I think Pretzel of Horse is the next title.
Pretzel of.
No animals, no real animals were harmed in the filming of this episode.
It's very true. All right, I want to get away from the horses before I try putting them out of their misery because it reminds me of how the trees were described.
Really? It doesn't remind you of Duke?
I'm never going to live that down.
Animal shooter. All right.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to take off running toward the woods, but I want to stay close enough to be within pistol range.
All right, Elias, as you're looking down there, you notice that both Abe and Susanna are officially running away.
Okay, I'm gonna shout out to Jared though. The water monster thing is gone. The other two are running away without horses.
But the water monster's gone.
For now, it went back into the water.
Oh well, that pool will dry up, so that's a problem that'll solve itself, the way I see it.
All right. I gave you all of my dynamite.
Thank you for saying that. I was just about to secret note you dynamite.
I figured it'd be better just to be like, yeah, we had to use all 8 sticks, 7 that I had left.
All right, so Jared, are you have taken now 2 turns to get down. So make a spot hidden roll. Sorry, you're looking for a place to shoot.
Well, no, if he told me it was done, I'd go back and collect all my stuff to head down.
Okay, yeah, sure. You can do that next round. You'll start heading down.
I'm gonna probably just keep a watch.
All right, yeah. So Abe, you at this point are about to like go over a rise and be out of sight of whatever's happening.
How far away am I from the horses though?
You are at this point, you're like a quarter of a mile away. You've been running for 2 rounds.
Hustle. Okay.
And you did track at Harvard, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sorry, I did rowing. I was on crew.
Well, you got good cardio.
I do.
Spindly little legs.
Anyway, I'm going to stop at the rise though.
Okay. Yeah. So you can watch the horrors that unfold. Okay. And Susanna, are you're not near the rise. You're still, but you're running, right? You're full on running.
Yeah, I want to get to the outer edge of what I know my pistol range is, or like just inside the outer range, so that I can turn back and shoot the horses to try to put them out of their misery. Because,
all right, well, their misery ends. The question is, but since you're running, and Abe is running this round, your backs are turned to it, so you will not see yet what happens. Jared, you're packing your stuff up to head down. Do you see like Susanna left a few things up here? Do you want to bring them for her or?
Yeah, and Elias, if you want to climb down on the rope, this is going to be your only chance to do it. I'm undoing all this stuff, and I'm climbing down.
I need to. I don't know what's happening down there. Hold on. Just wait up here a minute.
As he says, hold on, the horses, there's a noise that is simultaneously loud and soft, and it's sort of a sploosh kind of sound as these horses become fluid and flow together and become one mass of horse. And they and this mass starts to shudder, and somewhere in there, since I think it was Abe asked, or no, Susanna asked about it, you see inside there like your saddlebags being like mushed around and grumbled, and it's this is like the worst ambrosia salad you've ever seen. It is gelatinous. There is some horrible meat product involved, and there is this weird black liquid also involved. And yeah, so this thing forms this round. Elias, you watched that, so make me a SAN roll.
I did see that.
Yeah, you said, I believe your exact phrase was, "I'm keeping watch."
Not a fumble.
All right, well,
Let's just say that.
Ooh, and you just dodged a very important threshold. You lose 4 points of sanity from that horror.
So I was just talking to him, and he was telling me to wait, and then I watched the look on his face.
He stops responding to you, and he's just staring down there.
Oh God.
What do you see, Elias?
Horse monster.
Does it see you?
I hope not.
Does it see me?
I mean, does it see? I don't.
If it's in the shape of? Is it in the shape of?
No. This is again. It's a weird gelatinous mass.
Yeah. I just say it's the gelatinous mass of our horses, and our saddlebags are in there too, in case you're wondering.
Well, I'm not eating those beans now.
I'm about to unload into this thing.
Well, no. Come back from the ledge and just watch and see if it moves towards us. Don't draw it up here.
Away from the edge.
We don't have. Okay. I think we could try going up the mountain more. We're not in a great spot for running, right? There's very little. Yeah, this is not stable. This is not stable that we're on.
I'm gonna back away from the ledge.
All right.
And
that's the episode title.
but I still want to like. I'm gonna hide, but I still want to see it to see if it's gonna come up towards us.
You really don't want to see it, but sure, you can keep an eye on it.
If we're lucky, it'll just wander down into the town, and someone else will take care of it. All right. We cut back to Vienna. So Jonesy, you and Jenkins have checked into a suite, and like as you come in, the Jenkins says, "Believe you have a room for me, Mr. Jenkins." "Oh, Monsieur Jenkins, it is wonderful to see you. It is always a pleasure when you come to our property. Please, we have prepared your room, and you will find some champagne waiting for you." "Ah, this is why I love this place. Francois, right? Yeah, give yourself a healthy tip, Francois. Put it on my bill." And he like leads you into the elevator, and there's a guy there, and Jenkins goes, 4th floor, please." And Jenkins looks at you and goes, "Do you want a massage?" They've got a guy here. He's Swedish. Oh, my God. He'll make you believe in God.
Since we are here.
All right. I'll see if Uter's free. And yeah, he will go in the room and he calls down to the desk and he asks for the masseuse. And, oh, right away, Mr. Jenkins, of course.
Such a great dream.
Again, Vienna.
Vienna, yeah.
You're German. You should know this place.
Yeah.
That's why you understand everyone here. Although they mostly speak French.
Jenkins. I'm very appreciative you giving me this beautiful time.
Oh, you're paying for it. Oh, are you paying for it?
I told you I did not have money.
No. Why don't you show me that ankle?
If you kill me, then where will you get your next dose?
Who said anything about killing you? You're the buffet that keeps giving. The way I figure it, those idiots you spend time with, they're going to want to make the same deal at some point. Oh, there's nothing that makes me happier than people that say they need power. Well, you bought your ticket, you ride the ride, right?
The crazy train. Oh, yeah.
No, that's the Orient Express. Don't ever get on that thing. It's a death trap. Monkey, bear, man, pigs.
Monkey, bear, man, pigs. That's weirder than baby face rat thing, yeah?
Well, I do moisturize.
Yes, if you must have some more, I will feed you. You feed me. This is how it works.
Well, so again, you asked for my presence twice in one day. You've triggered the extraordinary expense clause of the contract. I'm pretty much drinking for free for the rest of your life.
What?
Oh, did you not read the contract? It was in German. Can you read? Is that a rude question? I don't know.
You don't care? Or you want to have rude questions. I can tell. Jenkins, why are you doing this then? Why are you doing this? If you don't want to help people, if you don't want to just, you get my blood, you get everything. Why? Why are you doing this?
I gave you exactly what you wanted.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't listen. You just did things. And that's what you do. You just do things. And that's why I don't trust magic anymore. Because I never trusted magic because you just...
Well,
but I thought I could do something. Thought I could do something to help. And I thought I could trust you. But I can't.
I did ask if you'd ever read the story of Dr. Faustus, didn't I?
Yeah.
It's a cautionary tale. In fact, in about 40 years, they're going to talk about Faustian bargains. It's a thing. You got in on the ground floor.
So it's not Jonesy bargains?
Well, it might be now.
Well, I don't want to argue with you in this dream. I'm going to relax. I'm going to regain my strength and help my friends.
I could send you back. Won't cost much.
It doesn't matter if I stay or if I go. You're going to take the cost anyway, right?
No, that's not how it works. If you put on more expense, I'm going to take more.
I'm very tired.
According to this contract, I'm waiving all service fees. I mean, I'm really giving you I'm cutting my own throat here.
Yes, I can tell. I'm very tired, Mr. Jenkins.
Well, wait till Uter's done with you. It'll be, It'll revitalize you. By the way, you're welcome.
I will take the dream for what it is now. Thank you.
They say thank you very weirdly in Germany. All right, we cut back to a horrible, massive horse. So it does not seem to react in ways that make you think that it is aware of anything. It's just kind of like lolling around. Abe and Susanna, you now see it. So both of you make me sanity rolls.
Oh, that's out of there.
34. Just made it. Well, not just, but
Yeah,
34.
I don't think I didn't make it.
Oh, outstanding.
I can't tell because I actually can't read that dice. Thomas just said 72, so I don't know if it was 72 or not.
Are the defeater dice?
Susanna, you lose 3 sanity. Abe, you lose 6 sanity. Make me an intelligence roll.
I'll do that first since where's my smarts? Nope, I don't make it.
Oh, somehow you are unable to grasp the horrors in front of you. But
yeah,
you fight, flight, or freeze.
I'm bye later.
All right.
And
Abe is heading back to town.
Yep.
All right.
Peace out.
Susanna, you're the only one who notices that Abe like stops briefly at the rise and then just goes and takes off, like running as fast as he can.
Yeah, I guess I can understand that.
All right. So are you two gonna climb down? It does not seem like it's aware of your presence.
I got some
Oh,
problems.
we're gonna. So Elias, the explosion has definitely alerted people down below to something happening up here.
Yeah.
We don't want to stay up here for much longer. We might want to find a detour around.
Yeah.
Do you think you're up for it?
I don't know what is there.
Man, they're splitting
know
the
what?
party, and then they're splitting the party.
Yeah, we're currently at like a 4-way split. One more, and we'll match Dragon of Icespire.
One of you's not even on the same continent.
One of us is incontinent. And then, okay. Yeah, I don't, Abe just hightailed it out of here. Don't look at the monster thing if you don't have to. Let's go around. Let's go.
I don't want to be on the other side of the river from them, but I also don't want to be on the side of the river as the gelatinous monster.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and look for a way that's along the ridge that we're on, but I want to try and go further out along the ridge and then come down. If I can find a trail that I think Elias can follow me on.
So as long as you are willing to take time, you can do that.
Okay.
If you want to do it faster, then we're going to need to roll some dice. But if you're just willing to take several hours to very calmly make your way, then you will have no problems.
Did I hear the thing say that it wasn't connected to its mother?
Make me a listen roll.
No.
Apparently
Close
not.
to a cigar. Okay.
There was a lot going on.
I don't. I don't know what's going to happen with that thing. We can't just let it be.
It'll dry out eventually.
It's walking, or
well, then it'll dry out faster.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I guess we headed down. Are we done? I mean, let's you and I go someplace.
Let's go.
Everybody's gone. Everybody's gone.
Well, I assume we're gonna meet up down in the town.
When did we decide that?
Well, all our supplies are gone, so if we need supplies, we're all gonna have to.
We gotta go back to
Go down
Baxter's.
to
We
town.
need to Baxter's. Good. Okay. Let's do it.
Or the house that we rented out.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you guys will be heading around. It will probably be dark before you get back to town. Actually, it'll be
later than dark because you don't have horses.
Mhm.
Abe will be the first one to make it back to town. Susanna, you don't know. Abe is the only person that you know where he is.
Yeah, I haven't seen the other two come down, and that concerns me.
Would we have spotted Susanna coming along the ridge at all?
Yeah, you can probably see her down there. She's a good ways away.
I have a lantern, so I'll just try and
It's not dark yet.
Yeah, it's still
Use a-
daytime.
a mirror.
we
or something
can-
to try and
All right, yeah.
Is she a stone's throw away, though?
No. That would be a heck of a throw. She is a long way away.
Okay.
Because she ran away from the mountain.
Okay.
Is anyone looking at the horse thing, trying to figure out what it's doing or anything like that?
Fortunately.
yeah. Well, let's see what Susanna sees first before.
Oh, thanks.
Ladies first.
Lady? Where?
So
You're not allowed to shoot people for that, right?
the horse thing is kind of just sitting there. It's not doing a whole lot.
Okay. I don't want to get close to it, but I do want to edge a little bit closer just to try and see what's going on. I want to get our stuff out of there, to be perfectly honest.
I encourage you to undertake that effort.
Thanks.
So you get, you're within 200 feet. You
Okay.
get within of it. And it starts to slowly move towards you.
Backpedal real fast.
All right. It is moving in that direction, but it is moving very slowly. It's kind of flowing more than anything, kind of inching.
If I've learned anything from G.I. Joe, we need to lead it towards an apple orchard.
What?
Why an apple
Outstanding.
orchard?
Yes.
Okay, Ezra gets the reference. I don't.
Yeah, what?
See, the poison in the apple seeds, while not the arsenic, while not
Arsenic, yes.
it's going to kill you outright, but a whole orchard going into a creature.
Oh no, that actually makes sense.
If it eats apples and not human flesh.
Well, there's that.
If it has a digestive system
That too.
that's remotely anything like ours.
If it's not immune to poison.
I do want to shoot at it just to see what that will do.
All right, take a shot.
Okay. That's gonna miss. It's a 91.
Yeah, you shoot into it and do not note it does not slow or react in any way.
Okay.
You hit a stick of
it
dynamite
seems-
that's floating in there.
It seems like it is mindlessly going in the last direction it sensed something.
I don't want to take it back into town. And I'm alone here. I hate this. Right. I'm gonna turn tail. I'm gonna run.
All right.
And aim for town.
All right, you are heading back to town.
So
Are
do
you
I
running
see
through the
that-
forest?
No.
All right, so it's going to take you a while. Abe, make me a luck roll. Let's see if you run through the forest or not.
No, I don't get it. So.
All right, so you run through the forest.
Mhm.
And it's as you kind of are running through the forest that you start to come back to your senses.
Mhm.
And you come upon the dam.
Okay.
It's at that point that you lose your senses again, because the dam is another one of those gelatinous things. But this one is kind of like if a person had their torso from about here up was just sitting on a massive gelatinous bank that is the dam, and there's just an emaciated man just hanging there. Help me.
So in like, if I have my geology, if I be geography right, to get out of here, the fastest way would hang a right. Right?
No, follow the creek into town to the bridge, and you're right there. So
But
you basically run along the creek bed past the.
Can I run along the creek bed and avoid this thing though?
Oh yeah, this thing does not seem to be moving.
Nope, I don't care. Sorry, sir, you're on your own. Bye.
Sorry, sir, you're on your own. Yeah, you just did. You zip down and you make it into town, and there is Sheriff. I forgot his name. Sprouston.
Yep.
Just sitting on his porch in the rocking chair, and he sees you coming.
I don't care. I run into the house or whatever that thing is, and basically put chairs in front of the door, like I'm in full barricade.
All right, yeah. About 20 minutes later, there's a knock on the door.
Go away.
Oh, everything okay in there?
Yeah, it's fine.
You
What's another word for this corner?
You came down here really fast.
Yeah, I had a case of the trots. I had some beaver fever going on. I got.
What was that? What was that explosion?
Oh, you heard that? That was my intestinal tract.
Whoa. Okay, well.
If you don't mind, I'm not feeling so good. I'm gonna just stay in bed right now.
Do you need new sheets?
Probably tomorrow.
Okay. He'll leave. Oh, hey. How are those horses?
So when he says, "How are those horses?" I take my gun out of my holster again. So at this point, I'm basically like a little ball of a human someplace in there. And now he's like, "How are the horses?" And I just realized, shit, where are those horses? They could be coming back.
All right. Well, he doesn't see, like, he's not looking through a window or anything.
No, he's not. Like, so basically, I'm in the corner like this. Like,
all right, yeah. And he'll go, well, okay. Let me know if you need anything to drink. And he'll go away. So about 3 hours later, Susanna, you make it into town, and you see Sheriff Sprouston sitting on his, and he's like, "Oh, hey, your friend is in the house there."
Oh, good. He made it back safely.
He's got diarrhea.
Yeah, he was certainly hot to trot. So I would have.
Hey, what was that explosion?
A lot of stuff going on. So I would have been glancing behind me as I was going to see if that mass was following, because I mean, I wouldn't have been running the whole 3 hours.
You lost sight of it.
That good.
You lost sight of it when you went over that rise, and you never saw it come over that rise.
Okay. All right. Well,
so what was that explosion?
A lot of stuff going on. I'm gonna go check on my friend.
Well, pardon me, but as a sheriff, I just have a few questions.
I'll answer your questions once I make sure my friend's all right.
Oh, he's fine. I checked on him.
Fantastic. And I'm gonna just walk toward the cabin.
Friend, and you hear a click of a gun.
And my hand just casually goes to mine. Like, you
shouldn't walk away when the law is asking you questions. When there's been an explosion. What was that explosion?
I know I need to be taking this seriously, but that voice.
Every time he says it's going to get longer and longer.
Yeah, right.
Explosion.
There was a bit of an accident in one of the caves. It's gotten caved in. Not a whole heck of a lot else.
One of the caves.
Yep.
Is that why the Carmodies are all buzzing around like bees?
I don't know. What are they up to?
That's not how this works. See, I'm the sheriff. They're coming to get you.
They can certainly try.
No, sorry, there was an ambulance or something going by.
Sorry, I didn't hear the siren.
Good job, Mike.
So, where are the rest of your friends?
We split up. Like I said, there were a couple things that happened out there. If you're going to shoot at me, go ahead and shoot at me.
I don't want to shoot anybody.
Well, then,
I just want to get some answers.
Then put the fucking gun away. Unless you
That was rude.
Pointing a gun at someone is also incredibly rude. So let's say the rudeness has leveled itself out and go from there.
Fair enough. He'll put his gun away.
All right, and I'll turn around and just like lean against one of the sides and just look at him, arms crossed.
Where are the horses?
They took off after the explosion. There were a couple of mishaps. It's a mess.
Yeah, dynamite is dangerous stuff.
Yeah, it is. And some people just carry it around like it don't mean nothing.
Yeah, well, but everybody's okay.
Well, everyone's recovering. How's that?
I mean, I don't remember. What were there? 6? There were a bunch of you.
5. There's 5 of us.
Oh, so right now there's 2 of you.
Yep. I reckon the rest of them will make their way in over the next little while.
Between you and me, did you kill any Carmodies?
No.
Yeah, that's too bad.
But if they come coming after me, well, can't say one way or to utter.
All right, well, I hope the rest of your friends make it back.
Me too. Do me a favor. Don't go pointing a gun at any of them.
I hope they will give me no reason to.
Fair enough. I'm gonna go check on Abe.
Sure.
You did this to yourself.
You did.
The suffering we do for our art. All right, I think we're going to go to break now. So our first giveaway, this is going to be for tea. Is it like, are we just sending them like a tea bag? What is it?
It is 1 ounce of a
Is it
Fancy
artisanal tea blend.
Ooh, it's a super fancy tea. There we go. All right, so hashtag chaos at the break to win 1 ounce of prosperity. I don't know what kind of tea it is. And again, only continental US. If you are not in the continental US, we'll fax you a picture of the tea.
Just like an NVIDIA graphics card.
Yeah,
Just
right.
get a hand drawing of one.
Maybe you could 3D print it. That'll work fine. All right, we will be back just as soon as 6 people can use 5 bathrooms.
Are we live?
Oh,
And now we're live.
Tell me that was
welcome
live.
back.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know if Amy's
It's
voice
not.
made it in there, but outstanding. You'd be drinking a lot of water. I now imagine you're just going to do Gilbert Godfrey for a whole.
I don't even know if I can do
He was
Gilbert.
almost the sheriff. The sheriff was almost. So I'm thinking that you should go.
Ow! Yeah, no.
Aren't you glad you didn't, since you already are?
No, that
setting your
hurts
voice
less.
up one way.
That hurts less than the current voice. Congratulations to the controversial winner of the tea.
What? Who won?
Apparently, Bomb Clancy,
Who also won last week's
who
tea
won
giveaway.
last week. Wow,
Oh.
you know, gonna have to change your name to T Clancy. That's gonna be your. It's yeah, there you go. It's less shipping this way. 2 ounces really ups the shipping costs. You know, when you hit those minimums. So congratulations, Bomb Clancy. And don't forget, we have one more giveaway coming up. Thanks to Jay Matthews, my second favorite Twitch user. We have a PDF of the Down Darker Trails book. You can go in and you can read the module and see all the ways that I
Really?
warped it. Not this one, but the other one.
Oh,
the first
okay, never
one,
mind then.
the
Never
town
mind.
Stillwater.
Okay.
And you
There's
can
no
see
better time to cheat than right now.
you can see all the ways that I didn't read right and made things up. That was
Was Integrity Pete in the module?
no integrity. Well, no, I made up the names of all of the like helpers and stuff. There was not a lot of that. But you know, it had the two guys who were fighting, whose names I've Stratton and Pennybaker. It had that construct going on. Although I played that up some, but all right. So Jonesy, you are getting a massage from a very large Swedish man. And it is it's at that point.
Question.
Yes.
Is Brown Jenkins also getting massage right next to her in a couple's massage?
Yes. Oh, outstanding. Yes.
I want that fan art. I'm begging.
Yes.
to see that.
Yeah, Brown Jenkins. Brown Jenkins is that guy during a massage who's like, oh no, a little, just right there. Yes, that's it. Oh, there.
I do have a pitch for Adult Swim for Jonesy and the Jenkins when we get on their radar. Just
Oh man.
Yeah.
an old
Paul
west
Lynn could use
This
this.
is so good. So good.
Yeah, so you are and it's at that point you realize that all of you didn't take that 10 points of damage. Like you feel completely like, you know, you felt all that pain at the time, but you don't feel anything now. And you've healed those 10 points.
Oh, I don't feel anything, or I don't feel.
No, you feel the massage right now.
Oh, okay.
Uder's giving you a workover.
Yeah. So it might have been worth it.
It always is. You know, if you give him a couple extra francs, you get the happy ending. See, a happy ending is when and he like proceeds in front of the masseuses to like explain what a happy ending is in like all sorts of unfortunate terms.
I just look at him. He's shh, 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 shh. Just enjoy. Shh, shh.
Oh, I do enjoy. Yes. All right. So about Susanna, you get to the door. The door is barricaded. Like you can't open it.
Abe, it's me. It's Susanna.
Go away.
There ain't many places that I can go. Can you please let me in?
No.
If you make me break down the door, there isn't going to be a door between you and what's out here.
No.
If you let me in, there'll be a
No.
door once you get it barricaded again.
Nope.
Does the house have windows?
Yeah.
Okay. Are any of them reasonably accessible?
Well, they've all been pretty well, like there's all stuff in front of them, but you can like, you can look in them certainly.
Okay. Would I be able to like open one and like push stuff aside? Or are they not those kinds of windows?
They are not, no, these are like leaded glass.
Mm.
So these are not open and closing windows. There is the second floor. The windows are just shut. Well, no, there's not a second floor. Let's see. Make me a luck roll, Susanna.
Okay. Yeah, 49 out of 65.
All right, so the back windows are openable because they want to get that cross breeze with the door. So the back windows, they're essentially just shutters. They're not, and the shutters are closed, but you're pretty sure you could pry a shutter open.
Okay, then I'll go.
Make me let's call it an intelligence roll.
36 out of 50.
All right. You're a little worried about getting shot.
Yeah. But at this point, I'm just like, fuck it, whatever.
All right. So yeah, you, Abe, make me a listen roll.
Ooh, that's a nice tasty 10. So that's like an extreme success.
Wow.
All right. So there is definite, it's, well, you
What
don't
does
know.
it sound like?
It
What does
sounds
it sound
like
'Cause
Susanna
that
is
will
trying to open a back window.
Okay, I'm not
you
gonna
have
freak
you
out
have put
about that.
you're pretty sure it is Susanna.
Okay, so I'm not going to freak out about it. If it sounded like anything else, shots fired, my friends.
No, there's very
Fair.
little wet sound involved.
Or even like scratching of little fingers or nibbling
Nope.
of little teeth. Okay,
Nope.
that doesn't sound like rodents. Then it'll pass. It'll play.
It's a normal sized human woman opening of shutter.
All right, yeah, Susanna, you are inside. In the front room, Abe is in a corner with like stuff up against every door and every window, with his gun drawn.
Okay. I'll enter carefully, like hands away from my sides, like it's me, Abe. You
Shut
good?
the door. Shut the window.
All right. And I'll
Put the
go
stuff in front of it. Put the stuff in front of it.
I think you've used all of the stuff that's in here.
There's more stuff in the back room.
Abe is looking at the beds at this point.
Sure, if it'll make him feel a little bit better and calm him down a bit, I'll help barricade the back windows now that I'm in. All right. You good?
Good, you're here. So I can take a nap now. I can sleep. You've got to stay watch. Sit in the other corner. Get in the other corner now.
All right, you gonna put the gun down to get some sleep?
No.
Oh, buddy. All right, go get some rest. I got this.
I just basically, so what I'm doing is I'm sitting with my knees to my chest and the gun like this. I kind of perched on my knees. I'm just going to lay over. So essentially, I'm not letting go of the gun. I'm not going to the bed. I'm just laying over and just like, it's too much. I can't keep my eyes open anymore. I'm just going to sleep like that.
Abe passes out like almost when his head hits the floor, and it's like, it would almost be like cute except for the gun that is still like clutched and like
and the psychosis.
Well, there's
almost
that.
cute except the gun and psychosis.
I'll grab a pillow and just like scoot it up against his head so that if he moves, he can put his head on it. But I'm not gonna move him.
Oh, as you get close, the gun moves, and you think better of it.
All right, I'll just toss it then, so it's close to him,
Mm-hmm.
and then settle into the other corner. I'll have my gun drawn but casually hanging from a hand. Just I'm a little bit more relaxed than he is because I did not get near as far around the bend.
Susanna, make me a con roll.
That is a thing I am bad at now. 26. Made it.
All right. So you are awake about 6 hours later when you hear, well, we cut to Jared and Elias coming into town. It is dark. And you see the red cigarette of the sheriff on his porch. And he says, "Oh, you made it! I heard that explosion."
Did the others arrive?
Well, I think 2 of them did, but what? There were like 3 more of you or something.
There's 5 of us, yeah.
Sure. Hey, where are those horses?
Do we think the horses are coming? Is a DM question.
You didn't. You haven't. I mean, you would figure they would be here by now because you went all the way around the canyon basically and came down the road.
We weren't with the horses. The others were.
Oh, yeah. They said they ran off.
Well, how about that?
You know, you're gonna have a little trouble getting in there. They kind of barricaded themselves in there.
Sounds about right. The horses might come back.
Wow, really afraid of horses, aren't you?
These.
Oh, well.
Tell me. Does anybody in town, where do they get their water from?
We got wells.
Right, okay, good.
Groundwater. Good stuff. But, you know, nobody drinks water. We drink the whiskey.
Yeah? Do you sleep?
The whiskey.
Sleep?
Yeah, I sleep. You know, when you get older, you don't need as much sleep.
Yeah.
Plus, I gotta watch this town and make sure the Carmodies don't run wild on it. Gotta watch out for those boys. Something not right about them.
You're right. And they're probably going to be a little mad, too.
Did you kill any Carmodies?
I do a slow turn to Elias. Why would that be?
Yeah, why are the Carmodies mad?
Yeah,
They
they're...
certainly didn't do anything that should.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what you're
Well,
talking
that's a
about,
sentence
Elias.
that never sounds not suspicious.
You don't trust the Carmodies?
No, I want those boys dead.
Okay.
They're trouble.
See? Yep. That's what I just said. Carmodies are trouble.
Good
Believe
man.
it. Oh, you have yourself a good night, Sheriff.
Do the same. Let me know if you need help breaking into that house.
Not, but we'll appreciate it if I do.
He'll just sit there on the porch as you like walk over to the house and
Boom, boom,
if you
boom.
Susanna, you hear first you hear boots on the clapboard at the front of the house.
Who is it?
It's Jared and Elias. Let us in.
Oh,
Did
thank
you really barricade this?
All right, I didn't. Abe barricaded it, and then, well, the poor boy. Anyway, I'm not going to be able to get the door open. Come around the back. I left one of the shutters so I could move it. Come on around.
You gotta be kidding me.
Wait, you could... What's in front of the door?
Literally everything that was in the front room. And he's laying right here with the gun in his hands. I'm not playing this game. I've already gotten pretty fucked up today.
All right. Well,
Come
fine.
around to the shutter.
All right.
Yeah, you
we'll
see
go
at the back of the house, one of the windows pops open.
We need a way in and out if we're going to bring in wood to make dinner. Have you already made dinner?
I have had food. Food has been at the very bottom of my list of priorities tonight.
Well, we've been walking all night, so it's at the top of ours.
Do you have any food? Because everything that I had was in them saddlebags.
No, I left beans and bacon here and coffee, but I'm not having coffee right now, so...
Smart.
Tea's better.
Seconded.
Speaking of that, we have from Brando 30 Rock, we have 500 bits for Ezra to keep using that voice.
Thank you, Matt, but also screw you, Matt.
Oh my God, should that be my next character? Is just the sheriff? Wait for me! I can't do it. Never mind.
Don't do that voice. You will tear your vocal cords to pieces.
No, it's easy to do. You just do it.
It's in the back. You squeeze everything up in the back.
Nah, it's
Okay,
fine.
Jonesy stays in Vienna. You're the new sheriff.
I told you it's the guy from that weird Mormon Netflix show, Murder Among Mormons. There's a character who has that. His voice is even somehow breathier and higher. But the weird part is they show him like 30 years ago, and he doesn't talk like that. And so Rachel and I are watching this, and we're like, the real story is, why does he talk like that? Like, that's the documentary I want to see, is why is this guy, how does he talk like that now?
Just one punch to the throat. That'll do it.
I guess so.
So,
I mean,
here, I'll come inside. Abe, go grab a couple of branches, logs.
Yeah, we can leave the window open for a little bit so y'all can get some wood in. But I mean, Abe is very literally on a hair trigger. He almost shot me if he hadn't realized who I was. He freaked the fuck right out when he saw what happened to them horses.
I'm looking at Abe. Is Abe awake right now?
Nope, Abe is sleeping in the corner with him
gun is-
clutching his gun.
Can I stealth to Abe?
I wish you would. I would love to see where this is going.
Let me get some dice out, sir.
I'm gonna stealth and try and take the gun away from Abe.
And you need to explain what it sounds like, because I have triggers now.
How can I? Ooh! Scurry like a. Oh, no, not a rat. Scurry like a horse.
Clop, clop, clop.
Scurry like a horse.
All right, make me a stealth roll, Elias.
Oh, damn.
10 is a...
Oh, yeah. All right. You
Hold on.
manage.
It's a hard.
You sneak up and you manage to... Abe, make me a spot hidden roll. With a penalty die because you are somewhat asleep.
I'm asleep. Hang on a second. So that's this one.
That was just me trying to get a check mark and stuff.
Oh yeah, 70 is not gonna make it. With a penalty die,
it would have been 10.
Oh, darn it. If you hadn't been sleeping, you could have shot him. But
that would have been the show, a wife shooting her husband.
You managed to slide the gun out of his hands. His hands stay like they're grabbing the gun. Like they're like but yeah, you managed to take the gun and put it on a counter a little bit away.
No, take that away. Put that away. I'm moving the stuff away from the door. This is insane.
We need a way to get out of here should somebody throw in a Molotov cocktail.
Well, all of the windows in the front
Through
are
the back
pretty...
window. Right.
All right. Abe, make me a listen roll.
What's that number? I can't see this. So 24 is out of listen, so it's a hard success.
All right, yeah. You clearly hear the barricade, like the door barricade being moved.
So I prop myself up and I'm like, stop that.
You see,
put it back.
Elias, you see the finger like move.
Whoa. Settle down. Abe, We're okay. We're mostly all here. I don't know where Jonesy is. Hopefully she'll be back soon. But the rest of us are here. Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. I saw a fucking crazy rat bite Jonesy, disappear, the horses explode, a goopy water monster. I'm not okay.
Well, the horses didn't
Mm.
Can you back that up a bit?
To what? To
Well,
what
so-
part of crazy? Oh, I forgot the blob in the woods.
Okay.
The what?
What do you mean?
You're in
Put
the
the stuff in
woods?
front of the door.
No.
Do it. And I like gun point.
With the finger guns.
Yeah, do it. Well, I don't have a real gun. It just helps to be like, do it.
Yeah, Jared keeps moving stuff away and putting it back.
And Abe, that's when you realize that the gun is not in your hand.
You're fine. I'll let you have the gun as soon as you're fine. You're not fine right now. But we are. We're okay. We're okay. We're not fine. As soon as you're fine, then you can have the gun back.
I don't even know what you're saying right now. All I know is that no animals anywhere. I want no rats in this place. I want no other people in this place. No. Just put the stuff in front of the door. Nothing is getting in.
Well, that might be a problem, Abe, because the Carmodys are apparently up in arms. Probably because of what we did in the cave. And that being the case, leaving ourselves without a point of egress is going to get us killed. Egress. Suzanne doesn't know that word.
I know. I was like,
You know,
I was like,
it
what do you
is-
think the back window's for?
The worst part of doing an accent is you are like, that word would sound really cool in that accent, even though the character would never say that word.
Right?
I totally do
Like,
that.
Suzanne is reasonably smart, but she's not book smart. She wouldn't know the word egress.
That sounds like a word though that could have been at the time what everyone
Yeah.
used.
Yeah, like,
Sure.
You could have said exit back in that time, and they're like, "What are you talking about? You mean the
Yeah.
egress?" And you're like,
Point
"Huh?"
of egress.
A point of egress. Sure.
so Abe takes a minute and then is like, you're right, and gets up and starts helping Jared move stuff away. You're right, we have to leave.
No,
And so
no,
now I'm in opposite mode where I'm just like,
You know,
Well,
Jared's
get out
gonna
of
get started on the bacon. He's gonna make some bacon. Gonna make some bacon. Everything's gonna be fine.
That smell cures a lot of ills.
True.
Abe, let's go to bed. Let's go to sleep.
I already slept. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Well, the
I'm
rest
gonna
of
try and walk.
My catchphrase.
the rest of us haven't slept, and if you want us to be able to help defend against anything out there, we need to get some rest too.
Sounds like Abe's got full first watch.
Yeah, Abe's got all watches. So I'm going to just basically pull a chair up pretty much in front of the door.
All right.
Like,
Fair.
All right. Yeah. About.
I'm gonna hand it the gun back. Just don't shoot us, okay?
that's
Or-
fine.
or-
And I'm like, I
or
take it back
Jonesy.
and I'm just staring at the door.
Yeah. Or
Right.
Jonesy.
So at this point, it's well past midnight as people are going to sleep. And Abe, you keep careful track of this. It's probably 2 hours before the sheriff, like before the cigarette goes out, and you assume he just sleeps in the rocking chair.
Half convinced that he is melded to that rocking chair.
You have not seen him out of it. No, that's not true. He walked over here with you to show you the place, but you haven't seen him out of it much. All right, Jonesy, after the massage, you lay down in a sumptuous feather bed. Easily the nicest bed you have ever slept in. There's a little truffle on the pillow waiting for you. Brown Jenkins like, you gonna eat that?
Would you like it, my friend?
Yes. And he like chows it down. And then he like leans in the bed with his hands behind his head. And he's like, tuck me in, will ya?
We're in the same bed.
Oh yeah.
You're going to sleep here with me.
I mean, you can have the couch if you want.
It's probably still better than what I've been sleeping on.
It's a very nice couch.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the couch.
All right.
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, you sleep. I'm gonna.
As soon as you do that, he like moves into the middle of the bed, right? And he's just like, "Oh, take me away." And he starts snoring, like he's asleep like that. And you fall asleep very quickly. And you have all sorts of weird dreams. And the couch is surprisingly uncomfortable. Like it feels like you're sleeping on the floor. It feels like a hard material. And you wake up to the smell of bacon. And you are not in the Four Seasons Hotel in Vienna. You're in the back room of the small house that you were staying in. And no, you hear people in the front, but you don't see anybody.
I hear people in the front of the house, but I don't see them. It's like,
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to get up. Shh, quiet. And I'm going to sneak up in front and see if I can see who's in
Okay,
front
make
of the
me
house.
a stealth roll. Too bad Abe got his gun back.
Yes.
All right, yeah. You managed to make it around the corner, and you see Abe sitting in a chair facing the front door with a gun, and you see Jared cooking bacon, and you see Elias and Susanna are like helping put together a small breakfast with everything, and yeah.
So I will come with my hands up and I'll clear my throat. Friends.
You all hear that.
Turn and just like dip immediately for the pistol, but then I recognize the voice and stop.
I
It's
swing
Jonesy.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I swing around with the pistol and I'm like, where's the rat?
Vienna.
Are you sure?
I thought I was in a dream, but I was really in Vienna, and he's in Vienna, and I'm here.
So while she's saying that, I basically get up and I'm frisking her.
Yeah.
For an animal on her body.
So, when the last time you saw Jonesy was covered in grossness, and Jonesy smells great.
Do I have a bathrobe on?
Yeah, you have a Four Seasons bathrobe on. Cut to Brown Jenkins waking up, being like, "Why'd you leave the clothes? These things smell terrible."
Well, I hate to tell you, but all the rest of our stuff was in the saddlebags, which are otherwise occupied. You're gonna have some trouble there, friend.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't have any money. I don't have anything except a bathrobe right now. No gun, no nothing, right? Okay.
That's right.
Have we gotten a proper explanation? Has anyone gotten a proper explanation as to what happened, though? Didn't we?
Nope.
What happened?
No.
And I just look at Jonesy and cross my arms. Looks like it was real.
Yeah. And so I start telling them that, yes, the rat that some of you saw before, somebody saw a rat that was around.
When you say rat, Abe's gun moves up a titch.
Yeah, I'm like,
it. You know that before I was not very magic and things. Oh, made me so mad, but you guys were all in trouble, so I called on a magic rat, and it helped me. It bit me and took some of my blood, but then it helped me. I know Latin now as well as German. I know. You saw the ball of light in the cave? That was me. And when I saw everybody fighting in the dark black blob of a person, I asked him to get us out of here, and he got me and him out of there.
So how has any of this helped us?
I got you light when you needed light. That helped, and we were able
use
to.
a lantern?
We didn't have a lantern, Jared.
Every time Jonesy
lantern up
freaked
in the-
out, I freak out more. So every time this the only way to explain it is that every time the level gets higher, I get more freaked out, and my gun starts to I start to shake more.
Yeah. So I'm trying very hard to tell you what happened. Listen to me.
Deep breath, both of you.
Jared, listen. You have encountered these weird things before. You know things happen. Yes, you know.
Why did you make it? I don't understand why.
Because you were in trouble. All of you were in trouble, and I couldn't build a knife for you. I couldn't fix any of your guns out there.
You can shoot a gun!
I tried shooting things. Nothing happened. Shooting walls with guns? No, does not work. So I did what I could. I am regretting it somewhat, but I did want to help.
When did you meet this rat? You met the rat in the cave when we were fighting the thing?
No.
Because that's what you're saying right now.
No.
Jonesy, be honest.
All right. Remember we went to the farm and we woke up in the morning and there was all those rats around us? It was the day before that. I had a dream that this rat creature it's a brown body, but he has kind of a face of a human face, maybe. I don't look at it too much, and he has a really bad voice, and he thinks he's so much funny, but he did promise me that if I worked with him, he would be able to help. But he lied. He's not helping. He's just making fun, and I don't know how to work with him. I just don't. And I'm sorry I brought him into your life. And I'm still standing there in a bathrobe with my hands in the air.
And I'm watching. I'm paying more attention to Abe than I am to Jonesy because I've heard this before, but I'm making sure that Abe isn't about to shoot Jonesy.
I have that. I haven't really heard. I'm listening, but I haven't heard it. It just isn't really penetrating.
No.
I hear Vienna, I hear rat, and that's kind of all I hear. I see a bathrobe that I recognize. Kind of confused.
It's a nice bathrobe.
Yeah.
Jonesy, probably the best way to handle this going forward is don't call on it. I mean, you have that control over it, right? You have the ability to say, I want something. You cannot.
I wanted to help. I wanted it.
Then help in terrestrial ways. God damn it. I keep using words that I know, but Susanna wouldn't.
Real ways.
Yes.
Yeah. Help in ways that involve a gun, a rope, a knife.
That I can do. But
there
were so many things that were there that were not gun, rope, and knife. No.
None of the rest of us got dragged off to Vienna. We were all able to make it back here safely without the rat's help or lack thereof. He's not helping. He might be giving you stuff, maybe, but he ain't a help.
I am learning this. And
all he really did was haul you away when we needed you.
And bite. Yes.
There's a knock on the door.
Abe, don't.
Oh, it's the sheriff.
I smelled the bacon.
Can I come in?
I'm gonna back away with my with my bathrobe on.
Abe?
I'm going to go to a window and look out before anything happens.
All right. You see the sheriff is just standing in front of the door.
Is it the next morning?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the next
But
morning.
I haven't slept. I don't really think I've slept.
No, you stayed awake the whole night. You
Yeah,
were staring at the door.
Good.
I would have woken up at some point during the night to help him take watch, but probably just before Jonesy showed up.
Yeah, it's up to Abe when he is willing to sleep, you know.
I just need to ask a couple questions about something that happened yesterday.
Abe, are we going to be able to open this door?
I just go in the corner. I put my gun away. I go stand in the corner. I just fold my arms. Like I'm not talking. I'm just looking. I'm just like.
So yeah,
All right.
Open up the door.
Come
on in, Sheriff. Come on in.
So, any of you have any idea why the Carmody's farm was flattened?
I'm sorry, it was what?
Flattened.
What do you mean? What?
I mean, it looks like an elephant ran all over it.
Probably the horses.
When he says that, I walk out the front door that's open and I just start walking towards Fort Collins. I'm just nothing. I just don't say anything. I just go.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Abe, you haven't had any bacon yet.
Yeah, damnedest thing I ever saw, the entire farm. The fields are just crushed. The house is about 2 inches high now. No sign of the Carmodys.
I'm gonna go after Abe and just try to corral him. Not stop him necessarily, but be like, all right, we're all gonna go soon. I promise you, I want nothing more to do with this town. But wait for the rest of us. It didn't come after us. It didn't crush us. It went after the Carmodys. It might have had a vendetta against him. We're good. We're all right. But take a breath. We can get out of this together.
What am I close to? Like, am I at the next house? Where am I?
Yeah, there's another house there. Yeah.
So I just I'm exhausted at this point. So I just go to the front step of the next house, or basically sit in the shade against the house.
Yeah.
And
there's a porch.
Yeah.
Yeah. The sheriff looks at Elias.
Oh, what do you mean the horses? I thought they ran away.
You know, I mean, look, I don't. You're gonna have to. You as the sheriff of this town, you're gonna have to deal with what's out there.
What's out there?
You ever wonder why how long has the water been black in this creek?
Oh, couple weeks. The dam happened when it got black.
Yeah, so what caused that is no longer going to cause that.
Like,
The hell
Jared's
that
doing
mean?
behind on the side.
This sheriff is going to have to deal with the fact that there are bad things that are out there.
Like the Carmodys.
Like the Carmodys.
Well, apparently the Carmodys got dealt with.
And all the other, no one else was affected. Everyone else is okay.
The lovely couple that let us stay there.
Oh, the Jarvies.
Jarvies, yeah.
They okay?
Well, I haven't checked their place. I just had somebody run in telling me they saw the Carmody farm. The distillery's gone. I guess Baxter's got the last round of Carmody whiskey.
Well, I can tell you one thing. We did definitely not flatten the Carmody's place. I mean,
well,
if there's one
take
thing
your word for that.
It's true, we didn't do that. I mean, everything
exactly.
Who knows? You can't trust us, but sorry.
That water was not healthy. That water was something else. And the source of that water, I think, is no longer a problem.
There's a lot of words not saying much here.
It's hard to explain.
Well, all
That's
right.
his job.
But I mean, there's no reason for us to beat around the bush here. It's dangerous out there.
Let me see.
We found the
you went up to the cave, huh?
What do you know about the cave?
That's where the water comes from. There's
It's only been
underground
black for
spring there.
Only been black for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. The dam is pretty new. The Carmody's only put that in a couple weeks ago, too.
Yeah, seems weird. There were some strange colored rocks from in that cave, and they were discoloring and corrupting the water. It seemed like, I don't know, maybe it's some sort of radioactive rock or something, but it was so we blew it up.
And that stopped the flow of water?
It did. And then the horses just got into the water, and I don't know if you've seen anyone who's gone in the water, but it did not do the horses any good.
Jared is just shooting daggers at Elias right now.
We're going to leave this town. I turned to Jared and go, we're going to leave this town, and this sheriff is going to have to deal with what's coming.
What's coming?
The horses are coming.
You keep saying the horses. I thought they ran away.
Well, they were corrupted by the water, turned into a big monster. There's lots of things that could roll over and destroy a farm. So that's coming. So
he's delusional. You don't have to listen to him if you don't want to.
And at that moment, I kind of worked myself up into it, like, where's Abe? We need to get out of here.
Well, you got one thing right. The horses are coming, my friend. Oh, they're coming, all right.
And I'm just frozen. I'm like, where's my rifle? What do you mean? Have you seen him?
You're not leaving this town.
Oh. Because?
Because you cut us off from the mother.
All right.
Still shooting daggers at Elias, like.
So, we're going to have to get her free. See if she's still in there. If not, we're going to have to make a new mother. It's a lot of work.
You know how to make one of those?
Well, I mean, sort of. It gets explained to me.
Pistol shooting this guy.
All right, do you have quick draw?
I do not.
Okay. As you reach for he whips his pistol out and he just holds it on you.
Then Jared's slinging his shotgun. We're gonna have a Mexican standoff here.
Are there any guns or anything in this back room? I've been listening to the whole thing.
Sadly, Abe has his guns now, so there are no guns laying around.
My rifle is.
Okay, yeah. There's a rifle in the back room. Yeah.
Or Jonesy can get the bacon so it doesn't burn. Or no, okay. I guess the rifle makes sense though. I mean,
oh. You don't understand. If you kill me, nothing's controlling, well, let's just call them your horses. They run wild.
So it was the sheriff all along.
He's the one who fed. He said, "I'll take care of your horses." Thanks for taking care of the Carmodies. And as he says, "Thanks for taking care of the Carmodies," he kind of like he goes.
Nope. Shooting. I'm shooting. I'm not waiting for this.
All right,
I've waited.
yeah. He is totally distracted by he's like reaching for his throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to roll. You just with your shotgun, you just blow him away. Like you fire and you like impale his gut, and like there's just a grievous wound in his gut, and he like falls to his knees.
Yeah,
and like black liquid is coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, 2 shots. I'm in the face.
Sure, yeah,
I know I don't want to see this. It's been a long, however many.
All right, Abe and Susanna, you hear 2 quick shotgun blasts in succession in the house.
Ah, son of a. And I'm watching Abe to see what he's gonna do, because whatever way he jumps, I have to react to.
Oh God, this is a tough one because like you know what I mean. My character is exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Abe, if you stay put right here, I can go deal with this.
Okay.
But I need you to not go anywhere. Do you promise?
I promise.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And that's when you hear a voice behind you. "We will stay with him." And you see the what was his name? Carmody. The younger Carmody.
Carmody
Damien.
Jr.
Damien Carmody, whose eyes are black.
Oh.
I do have quick draw, so I will turn around and just shoot.
Yeah, you turn around and you shoot, and you hit him, and black liquid starts to run down his chest where you shot him.
Thanks for the offer. I think I'll watch over him myself.
Can I shoot too? Or is that
You're in the house. He's outside.
Yeah.
Those 2 are
okay.
outside the house.
Yeah, oh yeah. Jonesy, here's the pistol. Can I have my rifle?
All right, change.
And you hear the shot in the house. Carmody, you have helped us and hurt us. The slate is even. You may leave.
Bye. Like I just go.
Hold on. We need to get our friends.
Of course. You all should leave.
More than happy to.
This valley belongs to us.
What is that, Mother?
When you say the mother, he like shudders a little. We have lost contact with the mother, with our mother. We miss her voice.
Does everyone in town miss her voice?
You're
you guys
here.
come out at this point, having heard the gunshot.
Okay.
No, everyone most of the people in this town.
Close quarter.
What now?
I fired 2 shotgun shells in close quarters.
It's true.
Yeah,
Did
so
we hear the other shot outside?
Yeah, you probably don't hear it. That's a good point. Yeah, there's some ringing going on. The sheriff and his minions tried to control our mother. Tried to use her.
And you decided to divert her gifts off to what you're doing with your whiskey and shit?
Yes. Well, before we understood the grace of our mother, we tried to use her gifts for venal purposes, to enrich ourselves. not realizing that she herself was the enrichment.
So what's your plan now? Are you still making the whiskey? Are you still spreading your bullshit all throughout? And I'll like pull my sleeve back and show my arm.
We have no interest in earthly pursuits.
That says absolutely nothing.
If we wished to, we could cause you great harm.
Probably.
We do not wish to. We wish to be left alone to care for our mother. Our brother and us wish to be left alone with our mother. It will take a great deal of time to dig to her cave.
And what, you gonna continue this squabble in town with the sheriff and all? Because I don't know what happened to that house.
Yes, the sheriff is no longer a factor. He overplayed his hand when he tried to move against us.
So what happened to your farm? What squashed it?
Your horses.
I start walking again. Every time I hear that word, I'm like, bye.
Just like reach over and grab Abe by the collar, pull him back.
Like
I
my
know I'm
feet
stronger
stick
than
out.
he is.
Yeah, my feet
So
stick
yeah, at
out
this
from under
point,
me.
you guys step out and you see Damien Carmody is standing with Susanna and Abe, seemingly having a very calm conversation. There is a hole in his shirt and a trickle of black liquid.
I mean, guns are out because from what the sheriff was saying, my impression is everyone in the town is a part of a hive connected to the mother, so I'm ready to shoot at anyone.
Yeah. We see everything you do. Everything in this valley is connected to the mother.
Where does the mother come from? Is she within the last few weeks? Has she been here longer than that? According to what the sheriff was saying, may he rest in peace. Things changed only a couple weeks ago.
Yes, a couple of weeks ago, we were able to gain access to the mother's womb, to our mother's womb.
So are things going to change back now that you don't have that access?
For a time.
Noted.
However, when the situation does alter in the future, this valley will not be welcoming to people. We wish nothing more than our isolation, to be with our mother.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't be selling shit to people outside of the valley who are sending people in looking for it. We would have happily left you alone. But we were
there will be, now that we have learned the glory of our mother, there will be no more venal pursuits.
Right. So are you going to send the money back to the people who spent quite a lot to get it?
Money is meaningless.
Not to the people outside this valley, and they can bring in fire and death that you haven't seen before. If you want to be left alone, either you send what you promised or you send back the money. I am more than happy to leave you alone. I have no interest in this fucking place.
There is a locker buried at the dam. It has all the money you will never need. We require none of it.
All right. Are we going to be able to get that without causing trouble? Because I have no interest in coming in contact with that black water no more.
It is buried on the dry side, in front of the dam.
Excellent.
You draw us a quick map.
Are you even there?
Am I? Oh, no, I'm not.
Yeah, no, yeah, everyone's there. Everyone's
Okay.
there. Yeah, he won't draw you a map, but he describes, like in the creek bed in front of the dam, that's where you'll find the locker.
All right. If we're able to get that and leave in peace, we'll leave you alone. I have no interest in this fucking place.
Well, we need to get stuff from the general store.
Yes. We must have some clothes.
Your venal desires mean nothing to us.
It's not so much venal desires as the ability to put clothes on Jonesy.
You have met our brother. We have transcended. How do you pluralize that? They, I guess. They have transcended such needs. Soon, with more, once I can hear once we can hear our mother's voice again, we will transcend such needs as well.
Oh, so let's go to the store.
Oh, yep.
If we go to the store, we can take what we need, and then we leave you alone.
And we'll tell the master not to come back, and the deal's over. So he'll leave you guys alone.
And the money will go back to him and everyone square, including us.
We have no knowledge of this master, but we care not.
The person that you sold whiskey to, about 2 days' journey away.
That was a lifetime ago for us.
Well, fan-fucking-tastic. It wasn't for the rest of us.
Y'all don't need carts anymore, do you? Is there any carts around that you don't need?
Horses.
I don't trust the horses in these parts. Where's a cart, please?
Nope. We are certain that there is a cart somewhere.
One that's actually usable, not the one that was in the forest and burnt.
Yeah, Jared will start looking around to where.
Yeah.
To the store.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're loading up. I'm getting some of that whiskey.
I am not. But I do want to see what they have as far as like firearms and stuff like that, because I have my pistol, but I think everything else was on my horse.
Sure. Yeah. You are able to kit up reasonably well. You can get like a rifle, and you can get clothes for sure, and you can get like food and bedrolls and that sort of thing.
And Baxter is he doesn't care about earthly things. We can just load up.
Baxter just seems like, I mean, he's definitely drinking the whiskey, but he doesn't seem like he's very interested in venal pursuits.
So he's looking at us taking all this stuff.
Oh, the whiskey has already been marked up in price. This, oh God, I don't remember Baxter's voice. He was out of a growl.
Yeah.
This is the last of this whiskey you're ever gonna see. Makes it more expensive.
How much?
$5 a bottle.
Jesus.
Yeah. Hey, we don't want any of the whiskey. We just need, like, do you have any dynamite? Did you restock up on dynamite?
Jared's gonna try and haggle
It's been a day.
Jared's gonna try and haggle some other stuff into it. Be like, all right, I'll get $6, but throw this in and try to.
He'll go for that. Yeah, he'll go for that. Like, it seems like haggling is one of the few things this man enjoys. Haggling and whiskey are the two things he enjoys.
Yeah, I'll work on getting a rifle, food, and a bedroll. Those are the things I'm most interested in.
Yeah,
right
you
now.
get camping supplies for everybody. There are no horses. He wasn't able to get a cart in time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as long as we're able to get the money, that's really what matters. We can get it back to the master and be like, leave that place alone. It is a bad place.
Don't go there.
If you go there, take lots and lots of dynamite, figure out how to make napalm.
And then you find out what happened to your Pinkerton buddies.
Exactly. And that is my primary goal right now, is be like, we get back there, we find out what happened to the Pinkerton guys, and keep going.
All right. Abe, have you told anyone about, I mean, you obliquely did, but you know when they say the dam, what they're talking about. Do you give any warning, or are you done with all this?
I'm done with it, but like, here's the thing. Hang on, let me reply to this one person.
Amy is the mistress of multitasking.
Right.
Yeah. So my plan is, if we go there, you know how people are like, no, wait outside. Like, that's my plan.
All right.
If somebody asks me more about what I saw, I will tell them, but I'm not.
So you're not going in the forest. You're
no,
like
not
stop
going
at
in
the
the
edge of the forest.
I'm not discussing this. I will just, if I had better, like, I'm out of shoe flask whiskey.
So is there more lamp oil or kerosene or gasoline or?
Yeah, at the general store, I used all mine up.
We got a little. You've bought most of it.
You had 110. You sold us 110.
Where'd you get the dynamite? I heard the explosion.
Stillwater, long way from here.
You should visit there.
You shouldn't carry dynamite that long. That's dangerous.
Yeah, and you shouldn't visit Stillwater. That place is dangerous.
Are you, how do you think you're going to fare once the mother takes control again?
Who the hell's the mother? My mother's been dead 25 years. Terrible woman.
You might want to take what you can and set up business elsewhere.
This place is just too weird.
Well,
I literally just shoot Jonesy a look, like, seriously.
Well,
pot calling the kettle.
Well, God damn it. All right. I'm glad I asked you that.
Yeah, me too.
How many are there people like the Carmodys in town?
Sons of bitches? Yeah, they're all over.
Like, who do they run with? Like, who's friendly with them and who doesn't like them?
Nobody likes the Carmodys. They're sons of bitches.
Oh God, that poor family across the way from them.
Yeah, do we want to check with the Jarvies and see what their situation is?
4 nods, 1 no.
Let's check in with them on our way out of town. It might be a bit of a loop, but they gave us hospitality.
You going to the Jarvie place?
No?
This is their bottle of whiskey. Deliver it for me.
Sure thing. And I do not touch that bottle.
Jared picks up that bottle.
Yeah. All right.
I get 1 a week.
Well, how much does it cost to get kitted out?
You skim some off the locker and it all evens out.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, let's.
So are you going to the locker first or the Jarvie farm first? They're sort of in opposite directions.
Sure.
Locker first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll see how Abe reacts as we're getting closer to the forest and be like,
Abe will not go in the forest.
Does the forest look the same as it did before?
Yep.
Yeah,
and actually, as the old thing of like, as you're coming up on the forest, 1 crow lands on a tree, and then a 2nd crow, and then 5 more, and all of a sudden, like,
nope, I pull my gun. Nope.
Jared thought that the forest might be dried up, so he believes that the others will be able to handle this. Should we head to the Jarvie farm?
who are the others that you're counting on here?
We need the money. We need to get this. Let's do
You,
this.
Jonesy, and Elias.
No. We stick together. We don't split the party.
I'm not going in the forest.
Okay.
Well, if Abe's not going in the forest, then I don't see why I have to go in the forest.
Yeah, I think Jared should stay with me.
Yes, you guys can watch out for us and see if anybody comes.
You can keep the packs and everything, you know.
Abe, what did you see?
In the forest?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, it was. I can't describe it. It
was that poorly constructed? Like, was it just bad stonework, or did it?
Yeah, it was shoddy workmanship.
I mean, it kind of
It was one of those things, but it. No, I don't. No, I can't explain it.
One of those things like what?
Like the things. Again with the gun waving, with the things, and I kind of point to where the
Are you referencing
Towards the cave.
Are you referencing the black humanoid thing, or, and I'm not going to say the H word.
No, the other thing. One of those things, but it's worse.
How is it worse?
Don't go in there. I think it's the other Rhodes person.
What?
Nick Rhodes?
What do you mean?
Abigail
person?
second? Well. All right. Well, fuck.
I mean, we don't need the money.
No, but we
Oh.
do need to get that back to the master so that he leaves this place alone and no one else gets hurt by that whiskey shit.
Or we tell the master that they've got a blood feud against him, and we get them fighting each other. Problem solved.
Is it? Is it though? But the biggest problem
For
is that
us.
will we get the information that we need about the Pinkerton boys?
No.
That's really that is the goal. We need to find out what happened to our boys so that we can get this fucking job over with.
You know what happened to those guys? The Colorado territory happened to those guys. This
Apparently.
place fucked.
Apparently, absolutely everything in this territory is out to kill us and possibly our boys. But we got to at least find out.
Has it occurred to anyone, though, that this master, who has weird powers, just knows that we're looking for them, doesn't know where they are, and is playing us?
Shh, the crows are listening.
Yeah, we should
I'm
move
not
back.
kidding.
No, that's
I'm not
we move
kidding.
back from the
I thought you were
crows.
not.
Yeah. Yeah, we move back.
Let's go and get this fucking chest with the
Yeah.
warning that Abe gave. Thank you.
Yeah.
Seriously. So that we can be at least marginally prepared for whatever's in there. Go in, deal with it, leave. Get the fuck out of here.
But I do think, Elias, we could tell the master what was going on here and let them deal with it. It's what took us so long to do the one thing he wanted.
Are they actually going to be able to deal with it? I mean, sure, the master may have weird powers that keep us from leaving when on a perfectly straight path. But does anyone else in that enclave have anything?
Well, is he going to even care?
Yeah.
He might.
Are we? Do we think that we are in? So I'm gonna. If I think that we're in listening distance of crows, then I'm not gonna talk. But I kind of want to just kind of like, hey.
Look, if we want to do something about this place, we have an actual friend with Lieutenant Walters,
I mean, sure.
who has firepower.
Do you want to tell a military man that he is to open fire on a
I'm saying
on a town
that if we
full of
want to do
civilians?
something about this and we want to rely on someone, why are we talking about this master?
Do you
Wasn't lying.
understand how the military works? Like at all? They're not supposed to fire on civilians, especially American civilians.
No. But if we
Unless that general, whatever his name is, thinks that they're natives.
They're pretty damn lucky to be seen as natives.
Here's the thing. Oh, we can't leave with the Carmody alive. They all need to die before we leave.
How? How are we going to do that?
Ooh, how did the crows respond to that?
They have not reacted. They're just sitting there, like cocking their head, looking at you with one eye from the...
We've spent way too much time doing this silly stuff.
How many of us are going in to get this money?
Well, I'll go in. Jonesy, you and I?
Yeah.
I'll go in too.
All right. So the crows follow you as you're going in, hopping from tree to tree. And you walk right up the stream bed that is dry. And ahead of you, you see a familiar, unfortunate gelatinous mass. But this one is the top of it seems to be a completely distorted person from about here up, with like two kind of lolling arms resting on top of this Erzitz dam. And this person sees you coming, or reacts to your presence. Oh, Abigail, help me!
You're the
And I think sanity rolls are in order.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Ooh, yeah.
What
0
about
8.
maybe a reroll? Perhaps?
Come on, it's fun
Yes.
being bonkers.
I wanted a fumble there.
Oh, it wasn't a fumble. Thank you for the reroll. It was a 57. My sanity's not great at all. It's a 51. It's better, but not a success.
All right, it's only one for seeing this. Unfortunately you've seen this sort of thing before. If you made it, it's none.
Yeah. Cool.
I don't think Abigail's coming back.
It doesn't seem to react. It's just saying, Abigail, help me.
Is the master a vampire?
Abigail.
Yeah. Let's start. Logan.
Dig up the money.
Yeah, you it's right there. There's a locker that requires two of you to carry. And inside are gold coins and silver dollars.
Definitely skimming some off of that.
Yep. Here's the deal. I think you guys need to get a head start getting that out of here.
What do you mean a head start?
For whatever happens and those crows get angry.
I'm gonna look up at the crows. Do they seem?
No, they're fine with it being dug up. They have not.
It was part of the deal that we made with at least the comedies, and this seems to be their forest. And if that's the case, I don't want to leave you behind, Elias.
Look at this guy.
Yep.
Look at this. We can't leave it.
Are you do you have any more? Do you have any more? I thought you used it all up in the cave.
Are you
What do
carrying,
you-
man?
What
All
are you
but
planning
one.
to use?
I have one.
Just put it right in his mouth.
Right at the base of the...
So it's going to take two of us, one with over a 90 strength, one with over an 80 strength to carry this thing.
That much gold.
So the 90 strength could carry it. I mean, you could take turns carrying it for short distances, but if you're going to carry it for a while, it is definitely a one, each of you takes one arm. Because this is about a 4 foot wide.
But if I think that Jonesy could handle it for a short distance,
Yeah.
if that's the case, I'm not letting Elias stay back by himself. I'll stay and help him with the dam. And
All right.
Okay.
keep the crows off of him.
I'll take this.
All right. So Jonesy, you're able to
On.
muscle the the chest out to where Elias and Abe and Jared are. You two are alone at the dam now. One of the crows are sort of like wondering. They're kind of like looking.
Go on.
Well, I want to find the best place to put this stick. Is it blowing the dam up so it goes down river and just, or do I think putting in the guy is the best way?
Well, the guy is the dam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do I need to get wet to get near him?
No, because he's a dam. So on your side, it's dry.
So yeah, I'll get up on the edge of the stream and be ready, like have a hand on Elias's collar, ready to haul him up and out and away.
Yeah. So I'm going to.
All right. Yeah, you pull out your out of the garter belt comes the precious emergency dynamite. And as you pull it out, you see like a drop of nitroglycerin. Just like,
I'm like, yeah, I might not want to do that anymore.
Don't ever do that again.
And you could just like lay it beside him, or you could probably just shove it in his mouth. I mean,
sure, whatever I think is going to do the most structural damage to the dam.
All right, yeah, you shove a stick of dynamite in this guy's mouth and light the fuse and run.
Yeah,
So
and basically we just like haul ass out of there.
We're running, not
along the stream bed.
Yeah, probably for a little bit in the stream bed before like get out.
Yeah, sure. You make it out of the forest right after the explosion. So Jonesy, you get back to Abe and Jared and you drop the chest. And then boom, there's a big explosion. And you see like smoke and something shaking from there. And all of a sudden, all the trees in the forest are doing that wind thing again, where there's like wind blowing through the trees, but there's no wind. And you both make it out of the forest just as like it is starting to shudder.
Get out of the creek bed.
We should run.
Yeah,
run.
When there's an explosion, like, can we pick up the chest and start moving? Can I help?
Yeah,
yeah. I'm sure they'll catch up.
Yeah.
All right, so are you leaving? Or are you going to go check on the Jarvies? Checking on the Jarvies, remember, will require you to go all the way back through town, along the forest, up.
I think we blew that chance.
Whoa!
Yeah, no, let's get out of here.
We're gone.
I was gonna say at the bridge or whatever, we just should leave that bottle of whiskey, as you know, with like a little note that says,
"Please deliver to Jarvies."
Yeah, and for the Jarvies, and then just get out.
Don't deliver to the Jarvies. We like them.
Yeah, no, they don't give it to them.
Okay.
Nope.
All right, so the walk back.
So nobody comes after us?
No.
No Carmody?
Once you turn towards leaving the village, they kind of, you don't see any, like, crows will fall, like crows are like flying around, and as soon as you head up the side of the valley, the crows peel off and head back to the valley.
Does the water flow down?
Well, only a little bit, because the water's cut off from where you knocked it off at the source. So there's just like the water that's sort of in the interregnum, the pool, and what was in the dam.
But it was, it would start moving pretty quick.
Yes. Yeah, okay. but there's no, the water at this point is kind of stagnant. There, now there's no fresh water coming in, or, fresh gross water. So it takes you about a week to walk back to the Master's Village.
Hold on, before we walk a week, can we just like sit down and have a small talk?
We can also talk and walk. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
assuming that there's going to be points where we
take a break.
Yeah. I'm not going to walk for a whole week.
Yeah, over the course of the week, you will heal all hit point damage you've taken.
Well, because I'm, as Elias is there's loose ends.
So like,
so you don't want to leave the valley yet?
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
like, I don't know. I mean, you guys tell me, but that there's at least one Carmody left, and he's just gonna start it all up again.
We can go talk to Lieutenant Walters, explain that there's stuff going on here that needs to be investigated.
I really don't think that a military man's going to go investigating in there, not unless he gets a directive from Washington.
Or he gets a
tell
tip.
our bosses. We could tell our bosses.
They're not going to do anything.
Well, and why would the lieutenant do anything for something that's way outside of his range?
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with his fort. This has nothing to do with the pass or the natives.
You're a marshal. If anyone's going to elevate this sort of thing.
What exactly do you suggest we say to him to elevate it?
That we have suspicions that it needs to be investigated. We can work off of that.
Can we? Because what exactly do you think is going to get investigated that a marshal would bring to the United States military to say, bring in all of your horses and your guns?
They don't have to bring in, no. They don't have to bring in all the horses and guns. They just have to bring in some men to investigate it.
Investigate what? Investigate a cave?
Natives?
Does Army investigate? Like,
not really.
Yeah. That's what Pinkerton
I mean, hell,
does.
to be perfectly frank, even federal marshals barely investigate. We go hunting for people who went running. I'm a bit different, but that's.
So I mean, what
so
other?
You're saying if there's murders, there's no one to bring that up to. People going missing in there, and they have. There's no one to bring that up
Pinkertons.
Not really.
No, Pinkertons are detectives.
Not in the territories.
Not the law.
I'm just thinking that maybe it's
people,
something they might like to.
People have gone missing. Yeah, absolutely. Are you going to tell them that the people who have gone missing have turned into a black gooey monster inside the lake? Well, then what are they going to find?
You've got a town full of people that don't want outsiders.
Yeah. There, you find those
trouble just has to happen.
You find those all over the territories. Outsiders are not exactly welcome across the little towns in the territories. Believe me, as a marshal, I know that better than any of you. People don't like me when I come in. It's why I don't tell them I'm a marshal.
That's fine. You don't have to think it's a good idea.
It's a terrible idea.
It's a better idea than hoping that someone that we don't know, don't trust, apparently can see in our minds. But what's he going to do?
I mean, at the very least, at a base minimum, he is more likely to believe the idea of there being some kind of mindfuckery inside of that cave and a mother who can speak to us in all of our mother's voices and contaminate the water source.
That's fine. I believe that he'll believe it. I just don't think he'll do anything.
Maybe not, but if you try to bring that to the United States military, they won't even believe you. They will laugh you out of the fort.
I'm not stupid. I know that.
Well then, Jared, the way I see it, we've got two choices here. Either we send military people in there to die, not knowing what they're dealing with because they won't know what they're dealing with, or they'll have to shoot at civilians, which, believe me, if they're white, military people don't like doing that.
I didn't say it was a good idea. I said it's a better idea than telling someone who's not going to do anything anyways. If we want to do something,
we could tell them both.
Basically comes down to, if we're not going to do it, it's not going to get done.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
Well, then what do we do? We are 5. One of whom is so damn spooked he can barely point a gun. Sorry, Abe.
Well, I'm leaving.
I'm not even listening anymore. I'm like in my own, like when people get very angry, I just kind of go fetal again.
Abe has become conflict averse.
Mm-hmm. Very much.
Look.
I can't do it. I don't think I can do it alone. But if I have to, I'll try.
He'll die.
You're not leaving the valley.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
This is bigger than us.
Well, and this is bigger than this little valley. If they want to stay here and be left alone to do live in the bliss of their mother. We left the sex cult alone. We're leaving the Masters Village alone.
Yeah.
If
we call this episode "We Left the Sex Cult Alone." By the way, when you say sex cult, Abe gets interested again. Like the
I'm just all of a sudden I go to a happy place for a minute. I'm like, yeah, sex cult.
If we're leaving little groups alone that aren't interfering with the outside world and are just happy to be stuck in their own little bliss, why are we taking a stand on this one in particular?
Everywhere we go, things try and kill us.
Yeah, absolutely. But if we leave them alone, maybe they won't try to kill us, and maybe they won't try to kill anyone else. This is a little backwater, off the road type of place. No one's coming here, especially if they stop making whiskey.
So what makes this place so special that you think you have to destroy it?
What happens if we just destroy it off a map? What happens if you just make it unfindable, but not unexistent?
I think whatever happened here is just going to happen again, and it's going to spread. It's not going to stay in the valley. But you know what? We can't do it right now, especially with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to get a lot of kerosene if we're gonna.
Abe's still thinking about the sex cult. He doesn't know.
Yeah, I'm still. Yeah. That's my new happy place, by the way. That's all you have to do is say sex cult, and things get way much calmer.
Happy place.
Look, I don't know about you, Alliance, but that place, that fucked with me. It fucked with me hard, and it changed me. And I hold up my arm, like.
Good question. Do I still have, or am I?
Yep. You still have the lesions.
So I say yes. Yeah.
I don't know what our options are, but maybe the master can help.
Getting out.
And at the very least, the master is more likely to believe us when we come to him and say, hey, here's all the weird shit that happened. Because if that man is not involved in some kind of weird shit, I will eat my boots without salt.
Yeah. Let's deliver the money back.
And tell him what happened.
I hear that. I was like, what? I thought we were keeping it. Why did we go after the money then?
Because we need to find our Pinkerton boys, and it was either bring the whiskey back or bring the money back.
Oh.
We can approximate how much he would have paid for that whiskey.
And keep some of the rest of it.
We keep all the rest of it.
Oh, and he said he was going to pay you as well.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, definitely figure out what he paid, because if other people paid him, we take that.
Yes.
You have not seen any receipts, sadly.
Yeah.
Can we guess though, based on how much Baxter was charging prior to the shortage of
Sure.
how much whiskey would have gone for?
Give me who has your best accounting. I'm going to make a private roll here to see how well you guess.
I have a 38.
I have 5.
38. All right. Sounds like 38. All right.
You got the best.
All right. There we go. You have Jonesy suggests an amount that seems like that would be what the master would pay, and you should take everything else.
All right. Well, then why don't we leave a little bit more in there than that, just as a greasing of the palms, a gentling of the way, and then we keep the rest of it.
All right. So over the course of the week, all your hit point damage is healed. You also each gain 5 sanity.
Oh, thank them.
From having come to some resolution with the Carmodies, with the thought of like, we're going to try and get this place off the map, and the Carmodies don't want to spread this anymore. You feel like for once you have contained horrible things, not stopped it, not destroyed it, but contained it. Mainly because it wanted to be contained. And after about a week, you tromp back to the master's village. Gives me a chance to pull this out again. Where all are welcome.
Thank you, Squeal.
And you go right up to his house, and somebody says, "Oh, the master will see you tonight."
Oh, goody.
Right.
Oh, but are you hungry? You look tired. And they'll get you in a cabin, and they'll get you set up, and there's fresh bread and
One cabin or two, since we
right,
have
2 cabins. That's right.
agreement.
Yeah. Cohabitating is frowned upon.
We have to sleep in 2 cabins.
Apparently.
They don't like cohabitation.
Yeah.
But I like safety in
Fraternization
numbers.
before marriage is frowned upon.
Well, you have the 3 of you in one and 2 of us in the other.
But we need safety in numbers.
The rat's not going to come into our cabin.
Never mind.
Sorry, for those on the podcast, Elias leans over and says, "The rat's not going to come into our cabin."
Perfect.
Accurate.
So that night you are up to the master's house, and you drop the trunk, and there's another lovely meal served, and he doesn't eat. He just opens it, casually glances at it, and he says, "So no whiskey then?"
Carmody Farm was flattened.
We've got a hell of a story for you.
Well, it looks like a couple of you are the worse for wear.
Yeah, very much so.
Are you going to tell him everything? Like, how much of the story are you going to leave? Let's put it this way. Are you leaving anything out of the story?
Jenkins.
My impression
Not talking
was
about Jenkins.
Sure. From what? Go ahead, Thomas.
I was just wondering. Before we tell the story, I'd like for him to tell the story of the Pinkertons and where they are, and then we will tell him everything.
Fair enough. You did your job, and I appreciate it. Your 3 friends came to this village, accepted my hospitality, and were immediately belligerent. They couldn't believe that a black man was lording it over white people. They used some indecorous language, so I ate them.
Hang on. I literally now go outside and did I eat any meat? Was there meat at this table?
Yeah, there was roast beef.
Nope. I mean, do I recognize it as a roast beef, or could it potentially look like something else?
Seems like it's roast beef.
Okay, because I'm having questions about what kind of meat that was now. So I'm outside.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Ate them.
No. Tell us the real story, please. We have story for you. Tell us the real story.
I think he is telling the truth.
They used some language one should never use when referring to a master.
Would you by happen to have so our task is to find out what happened to them, and we can tell our superiors that we found them dead if we have something to show of them, so that we can be done with our task.
Do you have any
found them dead?
Any of their personal effects around?
Even the bones?
They're buried in a ditch about a half mile away from here. There is one thing I kept as a little trophy. And he'll go to like a curio there, and he'll open a drawer, and he pulls out a little like derringer that on the pearl handle says Pinkerton Detective Agency.
Oh, that'll do quite nicely.
And I think I know exactly where we can say they died. Blackwater Creek.
Oh, no, please. Tell them I ate them.
Oh.
Tell them why.
understand what
Very
you're
good, sir.
saying, but you don't want that to. We don't want to send more people here.
Well, we don't want to send more angry people here.
Exactly. We would, if at all possible, we prefer to keep things away from you.
Very well. You have you've done me a service, and I appreciate it. And he'll take he picks up the locker with one hand. Keep it.
Are you sure?
You did me a favor.
Well, you might want to avoid any more whiskey coming out of Blackwater. And I can't think of anything that I don't want to tell him, to be perfectly honest. Now that Abe is not in the room, about the mother, about the horses, about the
rolling
fucking Forrest, about finding Nick Rhodes as part of a dam, about finding the burned out wagon. Just tell him the story of what happened in Blackwater and be like, it sounds mad. All of it does, but I figured if there's a man who might understand the weird, it might be you.
Does anybody mention Jenkins?
No. Okay. Fuck no. That's not my story to tell, so I will not tell that.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's quite a tale. It's too bad about Nick and Abigail. They were nice people. I'd promised. I'd told them I was going to turn them into vampires.
Are you a vampire, able to fulfill on that kind of promise?
Why would I say that if I wasn't?
Fair enough.
Why would I eat people were I not?
There's actually crazy people out there who, some of them dress as clowns.
I've heard of cannibals before. There are just regular people who will just eat people. So that's
Maybe I'm one of those. Maybe this is all a big joke, and I tell all these people that I will turn them into vampires, but I'm never going to.
Do you ever?
Haven't yet.
Do you ever plan to?
I can't see the future.
Just one more weird thing on top of all the rest.
Oh, there's too many weird things. But
Jonesy, make me a Latin roll with advantage.
Oh,
with advantage?
Right.
Yeah.
Cross stitch.
Ooh, yeah, I got a 16, so
All right. I have to make a roll.
20 was my
Yeah. So it says on it, doggone it. Where did I write that down?
Ipsum malorum.
Omnia.
Omnia, that's
one.
What did I have?
that's the base that omnivore comes from.
It is ipsum abilisum some. I can't read my own handwriting.
Or Latin.
It's gosh,
Ipsum
dog
abilio.
in here.
Chat, does anybody remember?
Rector.
It
Vatu Veratu Nectar.
Oh, yes. Yes.
too many darn notebooks. It says in Latin, it's a phrase that can either mean it can mean rebirth, or it can mean literally it means I found it. Here we go. Let me just get so I have it as rebirth, but there's also a literal translation, which is through death, life.
Ah. Okay.
Got it. So I do read it out loud,
Oh,
right?
sure, if you want. Yeah.
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 Because I'm like, and then I read it.
Oh, yes. Cross stitch, a hobby I picked up.
Cross-stitching vampire.
Hey, if you got time to kill.
You know?
And so, my friends, what now?
Well, I reckon we've just got a question for you.
How can I help?
Is there any chance that you have a cart and some horses that you might be willing to part with?
You have a great deal of money there.
We do, and getting it anywhere is going to be a trick and a half. It's heavy as shit.
Well, then, we'll lighten the money some, and we'll give you a wagon and 2 horses.
That is very much appreciated.
You are always welcome here. You have, you've done me a great service, and I appreciate it.
Can I get your opinion on Blackwater Creek with the Carmody? What Devin, Damien,
and Brendan.
The 2 Carmodys. Baxter, the shopkeep, didn't seem to be in on it. But those 2, do you think that it's safe leaving them there?
Well, from what you said, it seems that they're going to self-contain. It almost seems like you have to take them at their word. What's the alternative?
Do you believe that something of that nature is going to stay self-contained, or is it going to reach out tendrils to the rest of the territory eventually?
Well, I failed my Cthulhu mythos roll, so I have no idea.
You failed your what?
He's speaking language I don't even know.
Who's to say?
Well, at least you know that which direction trouble might come.
Yes, and I will certainly tell anyone who comes here not to go to Blackwater Creek. I think that's the right answer, is we just warn everyone we can.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Thank you for your hospitality.
Is your friend going to be all right?
He's had a very difficult few days, especially out at Blackwater. Hopefully he'll be all right in time, but right now he isn't.
You can assure him your friends are long consumed.
And buried, it sounds like.
Yes.
Did you? Is it just the blood that you need, or did you eat the flesh as well?
The blood is all I need. The flesh is just a treat.
Right. Okay.
Sauce for the goose.
The world is so much weirder than I ever thought it was.
Sure, it's all just contained Colorado.
It's just Colorado. Just this.
Colorado.
It'll be fun. We get into a different state.
So if we set Colorado on fire, we're good. Yep. Cool. Let's do it.
You know where nothing weird ever happens? Utah.
Oh, let's go there.
All right.
Yeah, I
think this is where we're going to leave it for tonight. As you spend, I don't know, at least one night in the master's hospitality, and if you want to spend a couple more, that's totally fine.
No, I think that we're gonna have a hard time convincing Abe to take even one night.
Yeah.
All right.
So we don't think that he has any healing properties.
I mean, you can ask. By the way, #chaos for a PDF of the Down Darker Trails rule book, thanks to our buddy, the JD Matthews Band. JD Matthews, thank you so much for your support in all sorts of ways of everything we do. It's fantastic. And he is going to make sure that one of you can lose some sanity by reading a book. It's Cthulhu. Why aren't you reading a book? Come on.
Okay, now type in #chaos.
Oh, God.
Right now, #chaos. If you typed it in before.
#chaos.
Do it again if you did it before.
You can figure out what happened to them with this sap of Shub-Niggurath. You can learn all about that. It'll be exciting. A little light reading.
I have that PDF somewhere.
I changed some things, but
I know you did. That's why I don't even bother going and reading it ahead, because it's like, why bother? You're gonna change everything anyway.
So don't forget, we have a week of televised entertainment here for you. Monday, it's Dragon. I believe we're back to Dragon of Icespire Peak. And then Saturday, it's the doubleheader, Rime of the Frost Maiden, and then we're here batting cleanup to close out the week with Quest and Chaos Call of Cthulhu. Don't forget, sign up for the newsletter. Big news, huge news. You know what? I don't want to oversell this, but I think this episode of the newsletter will be life-changing. So
the look on Thomas's face.
and honestly, most of you could stand to have your lives changed. So read the newsletter is all I'm saying.
I'm pretty happy with my life the way it is. Thank you. Playing somewhere in the neighborhood of 9 games every couple of weeks.
Good Lord.
Wow.
I play a lot of tabletop role-playing games.
I don't. Let's see. Was there? And don't forget the Prosperity Kickstarter. Congratulations to Bomb Clancy, who is the Queen of Tea. Apparently, we're just gonna send her all the tea. Send them all the tea. Yeah. I think that means something to the kids, right? Doesn't tea mean something like?
If you're sipping the tea, it's gossip.
Oh, okay, gossip. Yeah, there you go.
Or spill the tea is also.
It's not some psychoactive drugs that the kids are into now.
The tea. They're drinking the tea. Our friends that we love, Birds of Paradise. Andrea is in the chat right now.
We adore her.
Always good to have the Birds of Paradise here, the official dice of the Great Dane Society. We roll them, so should you. And tomorrow, the Guild of 5Es is going to run a game from Spike. That is, here's the thing. Spike's games are so violent and include so much adult content that we can't actually run them on any of our programming. The things he says in character are just you can't include them anywhere. YouTube would take us off the air. And so you're getting the full.
If you're interested in that kind of content, join our Patreon.
Yeah.
We have just been delisted as an adult content provider on Patreon. So I was like, hey, can you look into this? Because we play board games on YouTube.
We were previously an X-rated Patreon.
So we didn't show up in search. We had somebody join our Patreon. He's like, I could not find you guys. I'm like, well, why not? And then
oh my gosh,
horrible and amazing.
Oh man, you know what? I blame Natural One.
Well, I think we're all kind of. There's now a content warning in episode 1, thanks to YouTube, because technically, there probably should have been a content warning on that one.
A little bit.
What are you going to do? That is outstanding. Well, congratulations. We're no longer an 18 and up Patreon. You no longer get our material in a plain brown wrapper.
Yeah.
Although once we start the Quest and Chaos OnlyFans, all bets are off.
Yeah.
I only sort of know what that is, thank God. But what a terrifying, that's, like my level of that joke would have been when we make a calendar. That's how old I am.
Fair enough.
Oh man, that Patreon thing is never not gonna be funny. That's awesome. The quotes from tonight are I'm gonna take a hint from the horses. That's the last evil before I go again. A small animal took Jonesy. Pretzel of horse. That's a problem that will solve itself. I'm gonna back away from the edge. Almost cute, except the gun and psychosis. I called on a magic rat. I don't trust the horses here. The Colorado Territory happened to them. We left the sex cult alone. And everywhere we go keeps trying to kill us. I'm voting for everywhere we go keeps trying to kill us. I like that.
Yeah.
That is a strong name for a title.
4242 says we are no longer. Next title is we are no longer an 18+ channel.
You know.
Quest and Chaos, not porn anymore.
And on the mythos topic, the redacted reports just finished wrapping up our first arc. We just finished Big Sky, and the interludes episode is going up next week, and then we are jumping into our next arc called Shrimp Farm. Y'all can try to figure out what exactly the connection.
One more time. Are you talking like shrimp, like the small crustacean?
Yep, Shrimp Farm.
Shrimp farm. Okay.
And because this will be in the episode description, so it's not a spoiler, Shrimp Farm will take place in Yuma, Arizona.
Where all the shrimp come from.
Yep.
Right.
And a new keeper.
If you have not listened to any of the redacted reports, pay attention for Chekhov's anti-tank rocket.
and also the places where the music box shows up. I'm sorry, what did you say, Ezra?
Oh, I said, and a new keeper. That's the,
Yes, we have a new handler coming in who we will introduce properly to everyone when the new arc gets started. So keep an eye out for that. We're very excited. We're 2 sessions in. We're going to be playing another one tomorrow, and they are excellent. And while they are not Ezra, we forgive them for that.
Oh, that makes it better.
And they are.
I only do porn. I only do softcore.
They are very.
Only NSFW.
They are very deeply enmeshed in the Cthulhu mythos, though. So at the very least, we have that wonderful well to draw on for when we go off modules, which we will eventually.
There we go.
Nice.
Did somebody win a PDF?
Yes, 4242.
Tom Clancy has won. No.
4242.
Nice, 4242.
4242.
Right. Congratulations. Make sure you send your address to the Quest and Chaos, whatever it is.
Whispers.
Whisper. There we go. Whisper.
Yeah, strictly for porn. Just whisper.
Never do that again.
Do it again. Do it again now.
Whisper me. Whispers.
Oh my God. This is getting bad. Oh, is this your house? It's so big.
Maybe you should do ASMR.
When Abe can't pay for the pizza, it gets ugly.
Oh.
All right. It's time to end this. Put us all out of our misery. Goodbye, internet friends.
I love this mad group.